I suppose we can go voice live here in a second, but before I do that, I mean, right now I should be voice live, but I'm going to do an audio check real quick, just to see if everything is on the up and up. Hello, good evening, people who are here or not here. I hope you can't hear my voice twice, because I'm listening to the stream. It seems good to me. Somebody else check it also real quick, just to make sure it's not just me. Yeah. Okay. I guess check when I'm not leaning, when I'm like normal. Is this good? Are we good? We heat? We aight? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, as long as it's not like robot on the stream. I don't know what Zoom's fucking problem is. What's the volume like though? Okay. Gotcha. I'll put the gain just a touch higher. Might need it. It might need it, but cool. Is the Zoom fixed now? Is it, or is it still being shit? What the fuck? Why is it doing? I don't know why it's doing this. I don't know why it started doing that. Maybe I might need to reinstall it or something. Like the video and stuff looks fine. All right. Yes. Good evening, everyone. It is us, the Unnatural Ones. Oh, hold on. All right, everybody else say something.
Hi.
Hola.
No, we're all voice live.
Oh, great, we're here.
The voice live has become a reality, and Panda is refusing to speak.
For reasons we don't know. Well, actually, that's not true. I do know a reason.
Yeah, but I've taken a vow of silence, and I'm breaking it now.
Live on stream, Panda breaks his vow of silence that he held for 34 seconds.
I was going to say it was all of 1 minute.
The longest vow of silence I've ever had.
That's
I'm
not
not sure
like
if I believe that.
It's not a bad, like, stupid
the only
clickbait
vow
title.
of silence he's ever had, so it's obviously the longest.
Did you ever do that as a kid, where you're like, I'm going to see how little I can talk today?
Yes.
I also do not have the willpower to not clap back when people say dumb shit, so it did not last very long.
Dave, you can't even not clap back when you say dumb shit in your own head.
Oh, I know. You know what? I want to say, I was driving to work today, and I said something to myself out loud, and then I corrected myself out loud. I'm the only person in the car. That didn't need to happen.
Your FBI agent was writing shit down and was like, and then you like correct yourself. He's like, scribbles it out. Like,
yeah, if he's like training his replacement, he's just like, don't ever write it down when he says it
the
once.
First time.
Yeah, always be one sentence behind because you never know. This fucking guy.
I think the longest any vow of silence I ever had was about 1 day.
I don't actually know how long mine was, but there is 0% chance it lasted a day.
Yeah, I'm very certain I never made it more than 24 hours. If I was in a place where there was other people.
When I say 24, I mean, when I say 1 day, I mean 1 kid day. So, you know, school, and then home, sleep. It's much shorter because bedtime for me was around 8 o'clock-ish because I woke up at 6 a.m.
If you don't say anything, right? Because if from 6 a.m. to 6 a.m., that's a 24-hour period, right? Because when you go to sleep, you're not talking.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
You're biting yourself, so you might be talking too. Who knows?
It might be. Fucking. Yeah. Well, anyway. Alright, so I got all my Kendrick Lamar versus Drake stuff out before we started stream, so I guess we're ready to actually do
Oh, what other
Actual
beefs were we going to
blame.
discuss, though?
I don't know any other beefs. The beef with the
there's a lot.
storm.
You guys do have beef with that druid man, that old druid man.
Yeah, he was here as a owl. I remember saying, like, do you need anything? And he flew off.
Well,
like a
there was an owl with his markings. You don't know that it was him,
That's true.
but
One
there was an
can
owl that had the
draw
same markings.
A somewhat reasonable conclusion that it was more than likely this dude.
But like for real though, it could have very easily been him, right? And you get Molly's looking at me like I'm about to tell a lie, but no, I'm being for real.
No, I didn't
It
say
could-
that.
No, it's just the face you're making is like, oh, here comes some bullshit. But no, it could be him. That is a completely logical assessment. But you also know that it could be something like an animal companion or a familiar or like maybe even somebody else in his tribe. But obviously it's related to him. So I'm not actually trying to mislead you on that front. I'm just saying, like, those options you guys would know in character. It's related for sure, but there's no guarantee it's him specifically.
Yeah.
Let's go face live since we're emoting and Panda's putting on his tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
I have a new
Is that tinfoil or is it like cheese?
It's oh my god, what is wrong
cheese?
It looks like cheese.
with this? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Molly.
Let's go
I don't know what
live
kind of
so
cheese you're
everybody
eating,
understands
Molly,
that
but
that's not cheese.
Look at the sound of this cheese.
Oh, okay.
man.
So it kept being the small screen, and the light reflecting on the aluminum foil makes it look bright yellow. So
Yeah, it's 'cause this room
that's why I
is
thought
ugly.
yellow.
I
So that's why I thought it was cheese.
Of that video of the cat where they throw the like
Yeah,
craft
they
single on his face.
He's like,
Yeah,
Just
that's what I thought of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
no, words stuff.
Words.
No, when
We're face live.
this
Hi,
morning when I
everybody.
took some medicine for a toothache I had,
Mm.
I got 2 ibuprofen out, and I set them on the counter, and I was making coffee, and I went to take them, and I couldn't find them. So I was like,
Ooh.
I did get them out, right? And I was like, I just can't find them. I don't know, my head hurts. I'm gonna go get 2 more. Got 2 more, put them in my mouth, drank my coffee, looked down, and they were underneath where I had set my cup. I had set my cup on them. And I was like,
Nice.
so I got some tinfoil out, and I put them in the tinfoil, and I was like, I'll probably need these later, so
Yeah. I had to take
I'm not
one
about to put
earlier
them
because
back in the bottle.
my fucking mouth hurts. So
Yeah.
My hands hurt. So we all have problems.
yeah.
My feet hurt. Yep, we all
There
have
you go.
problems.
We all got problems.
I also
Voltron.
I
So
saw
we could
um,
all could join together and make one functioning adult.
we all do have different parts hurting. So.
Yeah,
Or wait, no, we would
exactly.
just wait. No. What would happen is we would just all have we would combine our pains. We would just everything would ache.
Oh,
That or there'd be one functional
One-
person
yeah,
and
one
one
functional
really
person.
fucked up one.
Yes,
exactly.
exactly.
Yeah. One functional person, one person in constant pain.
would you take that deal with like
Uh,
set with 6 other people, where
no.
each day of the week somebody else gets all the pain?
No, absolutely
Oh,
not.
like wait. So you're saying basically, for 6 days of the week you have no pain, and then one day you have all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends. It really
Wow.
depends. If anybody's got anything, if any of those people have any single pain that's above like a 6, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
So, oh yeah.
I
had a
just
headache
don't
this
have a
week.
day to sit around and be in pain. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't got a spare one.
That's what I'm saying. Like if it's just okay, there's a day where just everything hurts, but like you can still function. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take 6 days out of the week with just being completely pain-free, because you know what else that means. That means you can do shit like really push yourself like the day after.
It's true.
And then everybody
'Cause you
else
won't
is
be
gonna
sore.
hate you because then they get mad. Whoever's like you're the pain guy on Monday, and so then like on Tuesday is when you're feeling good because you get rid of all the pain, and so whoever the Wednesday guy is like you suck.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday you go hard.
Where everybody like
You
plots
suck
against you,
so bad.
and they all go fight each other the day before your day. Like we're gonna beat the shit out of each other, so he gets it tomorrow.
Hey, look, I'm just saying, bro. You never have to deal with like soreness or nothing else like that. You know, like
Oh.
probably pretty tough by the end of it. But yeah, people be mad as fuck. Also, I saw I'm blurry. Why am I blurry? Camera?
Hi, blurry.
Why am I blurry? Thank you, camera. Appreciate that.
Are you moving
The
real
one
fast?
thing I asked you to do. I don't think I was, but I saw what is it, that Civil War movie? It was called Civil War.
Oh yes.
Not the MCU movie, for those of you who are like me and saw nothing about
that
it.
was the funniest tweet of all time, which was worst remake ever. Cap wasn't even in it, and I was like, dude, thank you. I appreciate that.
It was a weird movie, dude.
Yeah,
They tried so
about it. Oh, good.
What'd you hear about it?
Well, I heard, a new movie come out, Civil War. I'm like, oh, cool. It's been a while since I've seen a Civil War movie.
Oh, you thought like
Thinking it was like a old,
like a Civil War
Kylo, or And I was like, oh, it's modern.
Yeah, it's basically as if we had a modern Civil War. And not only does the premise really doesn't work for me. Here's what I'll just say my main critique, which Dave has heard. But my main critique is they tried so hard to be like neutral and not really like show hands on taking a side on anything, that they forgot to tell an interesting story. And so they've got this, what is essentially a war movie that doesn't make you uncomfortable. It's just kind of confusing. So even though they've got all this imagery that paints like, that's like, oh man, isn't war horrific? There's like, it just doesn't hit hard enough. And because they didn't choose a side, you don't get a perspective, since it's like from the point of view of these journalists and whatnot, which is fine. But like, you just don't even know who's fighting who in a lot of spots. So I don't know. I wish they had zoomed in on some like actual perspective in it, you know? Just because like, even if they were like, okay, yeah, here's the scenario, and these people are like essentially liberals, and these people are conservatives, or whatever the fuck, and the story is told from the point of view of, let's just say it's told from the conservative point of view, or whatever, right? Like the characters being conservative. That doesn't mean the movie is suddenly pro-conservative. You know?
Yeah, that's possible.
And we compared it to like All Quiet on the Western Front, where it's like, that movie's not pro-Germany, even though it's from the perspective of German soldiers in World War I. That is an anti-war movie.
Yeah.
Like, that's a, hey, all the regular people are getting fucked movie. But it got banned in the US for being pro-Germany, and in Germany for being anti-Germany. So, but I'm just,
if you make a really good piece of like media, especially like anti-war media, you're gonna get banned in both places. That's all I have to say.
But you know what movie you should watch if you want a zoomed in thing about Civil War? It's a movie called Bushwick with Dave Bautista. That's about a Civil War in modern. Yeah. It's not good, it's not bad.
Oh, okay. I was like, is it good?
It's 5.2 out of 10 on IMDb. I watched it. It was okay.
Is it set in like Bushwick, like in Brooklyn?
I guess.
Is that why it's called Bushwick?
Yeah, but it has a heart. Best scene of the movie is it's neo-Nazis, basically. That's the other side. They're the bad guys. Neo-Nazis.
Fair.
You don't have. There's nothing to do.
They needed a bad guy. They're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Let's make a bad guy.
But it zooms in because there's fighting going on in the streets of somebody holding a Molotov and somebody else lighting it, and then it pans away and it's two rabbis lighting a Molotov and then hurling it at like an armored vehicle. I was like, damn,
that's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, that's fucking good.
And I was like, get them, guys. Shit.
I'll give Civil War maybe like a straight 5. It's like it is one of the movies of all time. That's my critique.
I have now. I think I for those of you who don't know, I manage our social medias. So I was doing our Twitter thing because I refuse to call it X still. I was doing our Twitter thing. I was doing the post, and I just got a thing. Warhammer 40K made a Dark Tide miniatures game. Dark Tide is the video game that came out. They made a miniatures game of the video game of the miniatures game. What the? Whatever, man. It's £65. Somebody should buy it. I want to see it. I want to play it.
Okay.
It's really weird. I'm looking at it now. I wasn't gonna, but why?
Okay.
Yeah. But no, for Bushwick, Dave Bautista is getting to like, I want to be more of a serious actor type of.
Right.
Yeah. So good acting from him. It's a little earlier on. I think it was like 2017. So not like, that's before like Guardians and shit like that. So
yeah.
Should we
Cool.
start? It's
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna. We're just finishing the conversation. Hey, Tara Nylian.
Hi.
So,
That's how you say that.
I still don't know. I'm just doing my best.
I
Good
think we
evening.
should see how bad Panda Larlaps is at.
Yeah, give it a shot real quick, Panda.
Renalian.
You're just saying what you heard me say, aren't you?
Yep.
Terran Alien.
Terran
Okay.
Alien.
Terran Alien. Okay, that's funny. Gotcha. All right. I get it.
There we go.
The Terran Alien. Anyway, you're just in time. We finished doing our BS, or at least our opening BS, and we're about to actually play. Mostly.
And Snell pulls up.
Press X to doubt.
But no, let's we'll go to the other screen real quick here where I can show a map. Give me 1 second. Where the fuck did you guys go? Here we go. All right, fuse that on there, and then straight here to the center. There's your camp. I didn't put the Sylph Winds on here, and the reason I didn't put them on here is because they really don't stay put. One thing you will find out, thankfully, is that they apparently are resistant to this cold weather. They don't seem bothered by it in the least. They actually do have cold
Good for
resistance. So they just kind of wander around doing their own thing, which is nice. It means you don't really have to worry about feeding them or sheltering them the way that the other critters got to be sheltered. What we found out, though, in the last session was that you guys are in for a hell of a snowstorm. Dealing with an event called Leaden Snow. And there's no actual lead element in the snow. You're not dealing with that. But it is far heavier than it should be, supernaturally so. It is far too dense, far too just hefty for what it is. Snowball fights with this shit would have casualties. So you're realizing, you're going to have people go in, like, sweeping off their tents, that kind of stuff, very regularly, despite it being incredibly cold outside, despite it being very windy around you and everything. And you picked a great spot. There's enough breakage. There's enough wind breaks in the area that you're not taking the full brunt of it. But I will say, over the course of the next several hours of that day, before you guys end up going on watches and doing your nightly activities, that at least to Sam and Radek, your two survivalists, you guys can tell that like that the wind like outside of this area, when you walk out and do a little bit of surveillance occasionally, is it's enough to knock you over, even as like a medium creature, if you're not careful. That shit is getting powerful out there. But what we'll do real quick here, because I'm sure you'd like to know how long you guys might be stuck, is I'm going to let you go ahead and try to read the weather again, which is another survival check. You're going to go ahead and get a +2 because you're going to get help from Radek, of course.
Go, Sam. We choose you.
$33. Is that with your +2 from him?
Yeah, I added 2.
Okay. Oh, you are in a forest.
From the forest, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't add 2.
That's not added? Okay, so it's a 35. Holy shit. Okay. So, DC for reading weather is, I believe, 15, which I've already told you guys once that for this area we up that to 20, because it is harder. But by every 5 you beat it, you get an extra day ahead. So
we did that fight last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Is it Do I prepare my spells and stuff? Is it the morning?
Or sorry, no. This would be the end of that day. So this is
Okay.
before you sleep that night. You'll get to refresh your spells and stuff here in a second.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, this is so you know what to prepare potentially, right?
Yeah.
So you guys got a reading of the next. Hold on. So 20 is 1 day, 25 2 days, 30 3 days. So you got 4 days of weather reading ahead. All right. I'm double checking what I rolled for that. I didn't yet. I have to GM roll this one. Okay. The next 3 days is going to be this storm. And after that, it's going to finally break.
Well,
The
yeah,
fourth day, you're going to get weather starting to clear up.
It's a lot of days.
Could have been worse.
I believe it, but it's still lame.
I rolled 2d10, guys.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually a really bad roll to get this in the first place, so. Yeah, awesome roll is right. So, cool. So you know, you got to deal with 3 days of this before it's going to break for a while, and that's probably the next time you'll check it is once the weather's clearer, you'll get a better picture of it. So, you know, that's about how long you need to hunker down. And the good news is, you've already essentially dealt with that wolf pack that was out here. We know there was a couple of survivors, but 2 wolves a pack does not make. That's the main good news. Because some of the bad news is, if you want people to stay safe from the elements, there's no way you're going to be able to keep all of those extra campfires lit. So, just because tending them, even routinely, people are going to be risking frostbite every few minutes. It's like, even with gear, everything, just being out there unprotected is going to suck, and they're going to be going out a lot. These, what you guys can see over here, these like little wooden barricades things are mostly part of the protection of those campfires. But we're going to say that like they're surrounded by like stones. They're like kind of buried a little bit. Like this is in a pit, essentially. To help keep it from the wind. Otherwise, they would just all be out immediately. So, other than this main one, obviously you're going to keep the main one burning. So from these auxiliary campfires, how many of those do you guys want to keep going? Just for simplicity, we'll say the number of them you keep going are how many people are actually at risk from the elements.
Okay, so... sorry. Obviously more...
You can say 0, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's also the more effort and stuff we're gonna have to put in. So we still have to like clear the lead snow off the top of tents every hour. We still have...
Yeah. Basically, maintaining the camp itself is giving it to you for free. In that, because you already put elements in place to make sure that like people's tents aren't collapsing and that kind of stuff. But anything outside of that is people are risking being exposed because anything can go wrong, right?
Okay.
I would say 3.
I mean, I would like to keep all of them going, right? But
I mean, who hasn't lost a finger in the frostbite once or twice?
I certainly haven't. I'm fortunate that I got all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. And I'd like to keep it that way.
You had
Yeah.
10?
Oh, actually, if I'm trying to be a bit more accurate, since you guys are insisting on 100% insisting on buddy system, each of these is 2 people that are at risk because it's always got to be 2 people together, which is also smart, but it does mean that 2 people are potentially exposed.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
Because the main reason you wanted these up was because of the wolves initially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Now it's
issue's
because
been
we're
dealt
cold.
with. Well, yeah. Obviously, like I said, that main one in the middle is going to stay up.
Yeah.
Like, that would be bonkers to be like, nah, we're gonna put out the main fire and keep up the auxiliary ones.
There's 6 auxiliary fires, right? Yeah. So like you said, we cut them in half. 3 sounds stationed. Everybody split the diff.
Yeah.
Any specific, or just go like every other one?
I think every other.
Every other sounds fine to me. Spread them out.
Say worst case scenario, get all the ones next to me. I can take it.
Oh my god, stop saying that.
I can take it.
Okay.
Fucking subtitles at the bottom. He could not.
That is not correct. Okay, so I've put 3 of them out, which is fine. It's a little less light for the area, but like overall, still not that bad. Like, you guys still have pretty good visibility here. I think I can. Can I do that on this one? I don't know if I can. Oh, I can. That's dope. I'm going off what Lamia can see, so chat will be able to kind of see roughly what you guys see.
Oh yeah, I actually have dark vision now.
That's fine. Yeah,
Because I'm
sure you
eating
do.
meat.
So yeah. So chat, you can see the kind of shadows and stuff of what... I actually put it on Sam's visibility. That makes more sense. So yeah, even with some of those lights out and stuff, they still have pretty good visibility of the area. So it's not too bad, right? Excuse me. What the hell else was the next thing? Yeah, get rid of that. Anyway, so that we'll say that all gets organized before you guys end up going to sleep. You know, you reported back, hey, we took out these wolves, we brought back all these furs and all this other stuff, yada yada yada. So you get to rest for the night, and I'm just gonna tell you now, tonight goes off without a hitch. Nothing too terrible.
Hey, is there moonlight out?
No.
Damn
No.
it. Okay.
No, sky is completely overcast. You can't see anything up there.
I just had to ask because I am hurting.
However, the main thing we need is essentially whatever you guys do your watches, who is actually going to be the one tending the fires?
I mean,
I assume Sam is going to do that on his watch. So he kind of takes care of it for his. I assume so. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I can't hear you, Panda.
That sounds good. Sorry,
Okay.
did I not? I didn't speak up.
Yeah, it just like didn't detect it. That's okay.
Is it a survival for the fire?
Yes, to keep to like reignite it and stuff. It's either survival or you use like a tender twig or something like that.
Can erratic be on my watch? And make sure the
Erratic
fires
be on your
don't go
watch.
out.
Yeah, you could ask that.
I
Because,
don't have the best check, but I'll tend to the fire because that way the warriors can keep an eye out, essentially, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I will say it's not super difficult because you do have that one in the center. You could just like go light something and come back over and relight it. It's just that because it is still windy and very cold, and it might be wet, there might have gotten snow on it or something like that. Other factors do require a check normally, or you burn something like a tender twig or a resource. Cool. So Radic will stick with Eli on. Yours would be last watch.
Yep.
I believe.
Yep.
And then
Yes.
Lamia, you're gonna do yours. You're gonna do them on yours, and then Sam's gonna do them on his. Cool. All right, so pretty easy for the most part. Then Sam, you and Radic won't. Your skill is too high. You won't need a check. Lamia, what is your survival bonus?
6.
Okay, yeah, you will need to roll. Now, for all of you, I do need fortitude saves against the cold. Their source of warmth and everything, but this is for when one of those auxiliaries goes out, you're relighting it, so you're stepping away from the warmth of it into this frigid, extreme cold. So yeah, fortitude saves, you get the bonuses against cold weather. And Sam, if you want to make a survival check for yourself to give you a bonus, then you can.
Ugh.
Oh, why didn't have the chat scrolled all the way up? That was weird.
Right. Eli, you don't have to because you're not tending a fire. You're asking Raddick to do it.
I did it anyways.
True.
Just in case. Because if he has to go relight a fire, I'll cover him just in case too. Buddy system, right? So I'll go with him. So that way it makes sense that I have to make that check.
And then, Sam, so you're going to give yourself a +2 to this.
So 7 total?
Yeah. Yeah, easy work. And Raddick, Sam's 11, plus. He's basically got a.
No, plus another 2 because I forgot endurance.
Oh, that's actually +4.
That's +1, yeah.
So endurance
even
is
more.
+4. Yeah. You are built for this shit, my dude. Okay, so yeah, Raddick does fine. So yeah, you guys are able to get through it with no issues. Lamia with a 15. That's with all your bonuses, right?
Yeah.
Second, we are at stream. Yeah, we'll say it's base DC. Lucky for you. Let me see if lead and snow adds to that.
Times like this, I wish I had got a woolly mammoth as an animal companion. We could just hide under him.
Right. Okay. So technically, each of you would take 3 non-lethal. Just dealing with this each time you do it. Don't worry about it because I've already telling you. Otherwise, the night goes by fine. But just like you guys, just so you know the mechanics of it, that's kind of what's happening. The save I'm making you roll, because you take the damage automatically, the save is to see if you actually end up needing to check against frostbite. And potential other mishaps. But you get through that fine. It sucks. It's awful. Even fire and ice-proof Dave over here. You've been miserably cold before.
I think we all have.
Right. I think all of us here have been miserably cold before at least once in our lives. You can just imagine that this is just that one notch up where it's dangerously cold with no real recourse other than what you've scrounged together, right? So, but go ahead.
You need me to roll the survival?
Yes, you would need a survival from. That's right, because you might have to check again.
Okay,
no, you're good. Yeah, it's just a DC 10 because you have other fires to draw from, that kind of stuff.
That's fine, but I didn't roll, so I was making sure.
Yeah. Cool. Because there's nothing crazy that happened. It's just the wind fucking blew the bitch out and you had to go out there. Anyway, morning comes. You're pretty sure it's still dark, so it's kind of hard to tell. But you're pretty certain, especially with the help of your 2 survivalists, that it should be daylight out there. So, we can kind of fast play through these if you guys want. But I don't know if there's anything particular you want to do preparation-wise, or if you want to do anything to the camp, interact with these NPCs, plot with each other. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to do during the day.
I only want to make sure I'm healed. So I would be like, hey, are you able to try and give me a patch-up, Doc?
Yeah, he will absolutely help you out. If you're wanting to like try to heal up fast, you can just like take the whole day of just like stay in the doctor's tent, let him tend to you. Don't really get into any activity, and you'll heal a lot faster.
Yeah, but we gotta keep an eye out and all that jazz. I don't want to hurt the group essentially if something else comes out of the awful snow.
It's true. Okay. Let's give him his check. He's gonna use some more kit. Yeah.
I did recover overnight. I did put that on there.
Okay. Yeah, not his best roll, but that's okay. So you're going to heal another number of hit points equal to your level. That's his treat deadly wounds. Which I think this is the second time you've benefited from it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that matters since it's the next day.
Okay.
So we did sleep and heal, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, next morning.
Okay, I feel a little better. I'm past halfway.
Level and con, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Plus gone.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our house rule.
Back to where I should be.
Okay. Otherwise, I think we're good to fast play this. I don't know. What about you, boss?
I'm going to experiment on Lamia.
Oh my.
Yeah, don't eat food.
You know, like he.
I'm gonna cast something on you.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
guess I won't eat my food.
Yeah, we'll see if it works for tonight.
I only have 4 more days of wolf meat, so. Ugh. That can't. No, wait, that doesn't count,
That's
right?
a natural on spell recovery.
No, it doesn't count on those.
Yeah.
Next time the target sleeps, within the next 8 hours, she dreams of a rich feast with her favorite foods and drinks. When she awakes, she is sated as if she had eaten a nutritious meal, regardless of what she dreamed she ate. The target must sleep for at least 1 hour to gain the benefits of this spell. Being awakened during this period interrupts the spell and cancels its effects. If you sleep with this spell prepared, you may automatically expend it while you sleep to gain the spell's benefit. This expenditure does not count as spell casting for the purpose of determining available spell slots. You could go to sleep at midnight, expend the spell during an 8-hour period of sleep, and still prepare your full allotment of spells in the morning. Nice.
Oh, that's cool. But, okay.
No, just sleep for me, though, because I'm technically using it as I sleep.
Yeah.
So guess what? I prepared twice.
Nice.
Because
So-
I'm going to try it as well.
Okay. So you cast it on Lamia once, and then tell her, hey, you need to make sure you take at least an hour nap sometime today, or something.
Oh, to see if it will work. Okay. Because
What is
Lamia
it?
It says
can't.
within the next 8 hours.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it'd pretty much be like after you get tended to and, like, I don't know, do some kind of rigorous activity, get bored. It's like, go take a nap by the fire or something.
I'll do that sometime during the day whenever it's convenient, I guess.
Mhm.
I don't want to like walk to you in the morning like, hey, go take a nap. You know?
Right. Yeah.
You know, like, I just, no. I have to do stuff.
Okay, so yeah, Lamia will do that sometime. I guess when Sam bugs her too.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
probably you
makes
see her,
sense.
like, relaxing or whatever, and you're like, oh, this might be a good time. Go to sleep. Okay. So yeah, Lamia, we'll say at some point during that day, you take a nap. What kind of things does Lamia dream of eating these days?
God, to sate her hunger, like things that were killed, potentially like very soon, but chickens and snake or boar. Boar would be awesome. I'm avoiding wolves because I already have wolf meat, and I don't know. Maybe not dream of eating little wolves again. That sucked.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I mean, it's up to you. You tell us what she dreams of eating
A
in
boar
her hour nap.
that she basically chased and bites viciously into and eats it. Just gory
Okay.
mess.
Regardless what she dreams of, she has a nutritious meal.
Yes.
All the proper veggies and vitamin C.
Oh,
and
yes.
It's true. That is the way the spell works. So okay, so you have this hour-long nap, and you viciously eat this boar as it squeals and fights and then fails to escape. But that's nature. People act like nature's nice. It's the opposite of nice, man. Nature's ruthless as fuck. You're just doing what comes natural.
Definitely.
That wasn't needless. There was no needlessness in this violence, okay? You wanted food, and you wanted it fresh. That boar would have done the same thing to you if it could have.
Would
Exactly.
No,
it
wild
totally
boar?
would.
Hell yeah, it would.
No, it would have gored you and stepped on you. It wouldn't have eaten you. It would have just shit on you because they're rude.
I mean, if it was hungry, it would ate her.
I mean, probably pigs will eat into them, but I just mean that bored pigs
Except for
in general
teeth.
are
Go
jerks.
figure.
Yeah. You said what?
Anyway,
About
He
teeth?
said
Except
except
they
for
won't
teeth.
eat teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh, well, yeah, they don't want to eat teeth, which I don't blame them. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, which is how a bunch
It's
of
just
unsolved
a smaller
murders have been
bone.
solved.
Yeah, they're
Definitely
Right.
doesn't know from experience. Stop asking.
so. When you wake up from your nap, yeah, you feel, man, you've not been that full, and your stomach growled, but it felt really nice for a little while. Like you're not starving or anything, but you definitely feel like you had a full meal. It's just that low key hunger never quite goes away, but it's calm. It's actually a little bit better than whenever you ate the gooey stuff. You get all those rocks, you know.
I will. That will be part of this. Is I will find her afterwards, and I'll like pull out my notes and be like, "So is this better or worse?"
I would say better. I'm still hungry, but I'm always hungry, really. But I would say better. It tastes better than the rocks. Tastes better than the goo.
I mean, the goo rocks. Yeah. We don't have to do prestidigitation on it. Almost got it through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just real close.
And the
I
good
would
thing
say it
about this
also
is that
tastes
it's
better.
a level 1 spell, not a level 2 spell.
Hey.
Nice.
So I did some looking through my spell lists of stuff I could cast. I was like, "This Dream Feast." Click. Okay.
Right?
So okay, let's try this out.
The dream wasn't. I mean, it was more bloody than I probably should dream about, but it was delicious.
I'm concerned for myself. Sorry. Now I'm concerned for myself.
Oh no, it was a boar. It's fine.
Okay. I'll find out, I guess. Yeah, I had another one of those prepared in case, like, you were still hungry or it didn't work, so I could cast it again, like, before you go to bed, but now we'll see if this one works with just the one.
Yeah, well, we should see.
Satiate a little bit.
Thank you, Sam. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Shit, it's cold.
Yep. Oh
Thoughts.
man. So yeah, you can see like most people's days are kind of spent shoring up their
Huddling.
tents, huddling up inside, running over the fire for a while, like taking logs from the fire, like part of the way into the tent. Obviously not burning their own tent down or whatever, but kind of warming that area up a little bit, letting the smoke out, brings the logs back over. Like there's just, oh my god, I need a little bit of warmth. We need a little bit of light in the tent for something. But just like small things to keep your minds active, bodies active, but also that level of conserving energy. You hear people bitching about the cold relentlessly because they just can't help themselves.
I guess there is a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Does Sam know about igloos?
No.
Okay.
There has been no precedent set for an igloo to exist.
Okay. Just wondering. Because
Yeah.
Panda kind of wants to build an try to build an
Yeah.
but Sam
of
probably
course.
doesn't know
Of
what an
course.
igloo is.
Of course.
Look, man, Oklahoma never snows the right amount to build an igloo. I swear.
Not even close. We got kind of close maybe once.
Yeah.
Just need a lot because it's got to be enough snow that it packs on itself and then you can saw it out, and we just never get it. But anyway, but that is a great question. But no, he does not know about igloos. So Anyway, so you guys get through that day. Anything with you, Eli? Just hating life, wishing you were back home? Or
I mean, probably, yeah.
Just so I know, does the dream count as though I have eaten meat or not? Because if it doesn't, then
Or we'll find out.
I have low light vision instead of dark vision.
it counts as if you've eaten meat, but not that you've eaten like a live creature or anything like that. It counts as like you had food.
Okay, so I believe then I have low light vision again. I believe I need to reread that.
Which you can tell Sam what you would rather do. You'd rather eat your meat and be good.
Well, I know this meat will only last so long.
Yeah.
Because it is.
And this will be a
raw
good
meat.
supplement afterwards, but I mean, throw it outside. It'll keep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Build an icebox. Like, sure that's a kind of common thing people would do in snowy areas.
But sorry, I'm looking through the dark vision part.
Okay. Because yeah, we are at extreme cold, which is bad. Well below freezing.
Real bad. Yeah, real bad.
I'd like to mention there's a chart that you were like real bad. Like you're extreme cold, real bad.
Consume raw meat enough to fill your stomach, you gain dark vision 30. So
enough to fill
light
your belly.
vision?
That means you need to start training and eat small amounts so your stomach shrinks. So that way you can eat.
By just as it's written, I would say no.
Okay.
You haven't done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think based on what I know is going on with this whole curse, no, it doesn't count as that. But
Just
you're definitely not starving or anything like that. You feel like you ate. You feel satisfied.
Good. Okay, so low light. A snow cave, says Terran Alien.
It's also not a bad idea. You guys couldn't find one was the problem. Yeah.
Or tunneling into the snow. Yeah, probably.
Or tunneling could work.
Yeah.
But with this snow, it'd be risky.
To answer you, Sam, I'll keep off of it for now. I will eat while we're here, because I want to make sure I can see into the darkness.
Well, it was one of those things that I'm still finding out about my things I can do. Man, it's one of those things of like, I wonder if there's some way to like make people not hungry, and that popped up in my brain.
Pretty neat, Sam.
From divine guidance.
Right.
That's how I'm going to explain me learning about my spells.
I mean, that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Yours come from either your worship of Mr. Gaia or just from the spirits of nature themselves, or a mix of the two. Like, that's perfectly fine.
Like when we really need to cross that river, we're trying to build a raft. I was like, man, I wish I could just like cast a spell to make a raft. Oh.
Sorry, I just remembered.
Turns out,
like, you can, dear, you can. I can help you with that.
Okay, but yeah, otherwise I guess we're good to do the rest of this night.
Cool. So we'll move on. So what Lamia, what you'll realize as the day goes on, because the thing is you have to eat twice a day, at least twice a day. That's just creatures in general. You don't just eat one meal; you eat 2 times a day, especially because you guys burn calories.
we do.
So whenever you eat your next meal, I'm guessing you eat out of the wolf meat reserves.
Yeah.
And everybody else can consume rations, because I assume you're not going out hunting in this weather. Hunting and foraging.
Probably.
So, what you'll figure out pretty quickly, Lamia, is you had gotten very used to the constant just like hunger pains you had. At first, they were really bothersome when you first came into this realization of what was happening to you. They were pretty awful, and you just slowly got accustomed to it. And you don't realize until after you've eaten again, once you eat some of that wolf meat, and you realize, yeah, okay, I get, I'm full. I've gotten enough to eat. But the hunger pains are worse. Just the regular ones that you just always have, they seem to get worse than when you had the dream feast. In fact, with the dream feast, you just had that sensation of that you wanted to eat something, but you didn't have the pains. The like, fuck, dude, I gotta get something else to eat. Like, you didn't have any of that, but now you do. You can feel physically that you're full, but they still come back. There's that ache, and because it was missing, now you're noticing it again.
Rude.
But other than that, first day goes by, people are obviously tired and kind of like, ugh, throughout that first day of the storm. So we'll skip to the nighttime. Same series of checks as before, which will just be a survival from Lamia. This time, Eli, I also do want you to give me a perception.
Okay, doke. Conrado.
Okay.
All good.
Man.
Okay, no worries, son. And then fortitude saves from Lamia, Sam, and Radic.
Survival for that bonus.
Yep. Yep, +2. I think you have something for that? For a natural one?
You do, Sam.
Yes.
But also, Sam is
Save
now
throw.
winning the poll right now. What a surprise.
Lucky stars. Okay. Alright, go ahead. Reroll. That should be another fucking one.
Yeah, mark it up.
Why?
With his luck.
Fortune back on.
You said
So
what?
that's an unnatural 20. Like it's a natural.
That is technically a
like,
dirty 20.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
like-
Super dirty.
Go figure. It's like, what was the modifier again?
You added an 11 on your thing earlier.
I rolled
so-
a 2.
Hey, it's
You
better
rolled
than a 1.
It's twice as good, in fact. You and Radic both rolled a 2 and still made it. Okay.
Nice.
Cool. So you guys are good. Lamia rolled really high, so you're able to fight off the frostbite, whatever. That doesn't happen. You guys are careful. Fuck. Brain. Yeah, Eli, you stay in the tent mostly. You kind of back up Radic every so often, but obviously while he's out there, getting the fires and stuff restarted, you run back over to the main fire occasionally. Maybe bring back another log with you, so you're not actually at risk of getting too cold. You still would be taking the non-lethal damage, but I'm not concerned with it this time.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You don't see anything out of the ordinary out there. Anyway, that night will also go by without an issue.
Yay, more HP.
Good deal.
And Dream Feast goes on.
Mm-hmm.
I slept.
So what does Sam dream of eating, just so that our audience knows?
It's a tie between. I want it to be the Monster Hunter food, because man, but
Yeah.
Sam has a dream where he is a giant raiding a gingerbread village, and he is just like tearing open houses and just I don't know. And
So
he's doing the slow motion walk. He's being a kaiju.
You know, at least Lamia has a
over houses.
corruption thing going on versus just dreaming of being a giant eating villagers.
Gingerbread villagers. Not just the
They're
gingerbread
sapient people
the
when you make them
gingerbread
villagers,
women and
though.
the gingerbread children.
God.
Jesus.
Awful.
Well, you'll wake up to a. Go ahead.
I can give a RP reason why. Because
Sure.
his grandma would make gingerbread stuff during the winter when it was really cold, and that's what he wants real now is the warmth of his grandmama. And
That's
her
reasonable.
So you're running through, massacring this gingerbread village, while G Mama is in the background cheering you on. Like, get him, baby! Roar! Bow! Fucking gun drops just flying through the air. Yeah. Anyway.
There was also a boar in the drain because Lamia talked about a boar, and we had a standoff for a moment of like, no, this is my village, I get to eat. And he's like, well, I'm hungry too. We share.
You share. Okay, yeah.
Me and him are cool, I think.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. Farmer and boar destroying gingerbread village.
I love it.
All right, so you wake up in the morning, pretty content. You still can taste a little bit of gingerbread, some warm spices, but as you get more awake, obviously the bitter cold of the outside is like sneaking in. You're like, ah, fuck, yeah, I'm still out here. Okay, another day. But okay, so you guys come out, and
I did have cure wounds prepped yesterday. Were there people still hurt?
Oh yeah, that's right. This injured settler is no longer hurt. He's a regular settler now.
Sorry, I forgot all about it. I was preparing today's spells, and I was like, oh, I forgot.
So yeah, none of the other people are hurt. I think Lamia might have still been hurt.
Yeah, Lamia's still hurt.
Still 7.
Hey.
7? Okay.
You did as good as
I was like, where is it at?
doc.
It wasn't
Good
in
job.
red, so I didn't know where to read. Normally I roll real bad.
Okay, well, these next 2 snow days exempt any accidents or anything that may happen. Lamia should be fine within the next 2 days.
Okay. All right. So all of you give me perception checks.
Okie dokie.
Right.
That's a decent roll for you.
Plus 2, plus 42.
All right. It is actually Lamia that will notice this. To the east side of your camp, it takes a little bit to realize it. This is like throughout the course of the day. Maybe you're walking around doing like a quick patrol or something like that, or walking some people over to one of the fires as they're trying to get going again, maybe fixing like the wooden barricade and stuff, just watching their back. Something about that like eastern area just looks a little bit off to you. And so I imagine this is like, there's like a couple of questions throughout the day of just like, something seemed kind of weird over there, like something's different. And you guys kind of put your heads together, just like, oh no, it still looks just as crappy as it did yesterday, But eventually you realize it finally clicks what's wrong. One of the like small sort of spindly trees out there it's leaning the wrong way.
Oh.
It took you a second, like I said, it took a while to like piece together like something's just not right. It doesn't hit you until You actually see like the wind picks up at one point, like fucking blows out the campfire. One of the settlers like, God damn it! Like runs over there, got like blankets all over him, and you're like, yeah, I'll cover you. And you're like looking out there, and you can see like as the wind is blowing, you can actually see it shift back to how it was. And you're like, oh shit, that's what it was. This is how it was leaning yesterday. How did it get pushed to literally lean the wrong direction? Like enough that the wind would correct it. Because the wind stops blowing and it still leans, we'll say south, like it's supposed to. So you know it was like shunted to lean the opposite direction. Now it's leaning proper, like how it was before. So that's a bit of an anomaly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam, do you know any trees that like move, I guess, weirdly? Or Eli, that tree, do you think that's magic?
I guess
It's not
cast
looking
tech
right.
magic.
You'd have to walk out to it. It's further than the normal range. So you have to like put on snowshoes and then like fucking trek out there.
Buddy system.
Yeah, somebody come with me, please.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
it's
did not have Speak with Plants ready so I could ask it while it was moving weird, but
yeah, it's about 100 feet away, so it's not right nearby you.
Lamia will go with Eli, of course, because she's the one who pointed it out and is like, is that magic? It's weird.
So you guys get snowshoes on, get all bundled up. Like, well, you're already bundled up, but you get even more bundled up. Give me one of them wolf pelts. Trek your way out there. You don't see any magic at all. You definitely can see, like what's obvious to both of you, is at the base of this skinnier tree, you can see in the snow around the base of it where it's moved. Like you can see like it, like almost like if you had if you planted a stick and did this, and you'd be able to see the imprints in the ground below it. You can see where it's done that, like where it's been shunted to like side to side before.
I know you said things, but you were cracking up, so I only caught about half of that.
God damn it! Interrupt me if that's happening.
well, I was trying to
listen.
Yeah.
I was reading
One of
the
the problems.
closed caption. Actually, it got a lot of what he was actually saying.
Something stuck in the ground that looks like somebody wiggled it back and forth.
Well, the tree itself, you
Yeah.
can see where it's been moved back and forth.
Yeah, I was reading the captions. That's why I didn't say anything, because it actually got a lot of what he was saying.
Show captions. Yeah, like.
Well, so it's not magical, is what you would say, right, Eli?
Yeah, that is what I would say.
Oh, that's weird. We should probably go back then. I don't know what to do about a tree that moves, do you?
Well, I'm not saying like it uprooted and moved, but like it pivoted.
Yeah, no, it looked,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, Ellie, it's okay. You're not god-awful late. You're still here while we're streaming.
Yeah.
You know what time it is, young lady?
Do you guys look around any more than that, or are you just like, oh, that sucks, and then go back because it's cold as fuck out here?
I mean, no, Lamia would want to look around a little bit to see if, like, hey, maybe there's like a hidden wire or something that's really tough in making it do this.
Okay. So I'm gonna need. It's gonna be 2 saves. The first is before you do a more thorough search. Is like when you get out there after you've been able to notice this. So first fortitude save, and the next will be. We'll save the next one, but I'm just warning you. You will have to save a second time.
Yeah, that's fair.
And Eli, if you're with there, I'll need a fortitude save
Yes,
from you
I
too.
am rolling it up right now.
Oh, I didn't.
Not plus 55, plus 5. Jeez.
I didn't add the +5 on mine, just so you know.
That's fine.
Oh, that was low.
That's very low. You already know the DC is 15 to start.
Yep.
Check if we have a luck die.
I will. We do
Damn.
not.
Oh, well.
Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss somebody giving you one before or something. There was the raid, there's the subscribe. Oh, nah, god damn it. I think I did miss one a while back.
Ah!
I think I missed Storm Pineapples.
Oh! and-
Okay, go ahead and re-roll the luck.
Yeah, go!
Same great
It's
taste
a
as the storm,
one.
but not with pineapple.
Damn it!
14! Ain't that about a bitch? Okay, well.
It is.
So, let me just use the macro here real quick. So, you're both going to take this first non-lethal hit.
Okay.
Where did I put it? There it is. We are at Extrema. Extreme cold.
Mm-hmm.
It'll roll soon. Don't worry. Almost. There it is.
There we go.
Okay. So you're both going to take... sorry, Lami, you will take 5 non-lethal. And then Eli, you will take a total of 7. And I need another fortitude save from you, Eli.
Yep.
This is the frostbite one.
7, not 70, Jesus.
That was a better one.
That was much better.
That's much better. All right, keeping the 22?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No frostbite. You just... The cold is really fucking getting to you. Your hands are starting to go numb. This sucks ass. So, if...
As
it
do.
Were you saying something, Panda?
No, did I say something?
Okay. I thought I heard you start to say something, but I couldn't see your face at the time.
That
Okay.
may have been subconsciously. I just.
Fair. Okay, so... So this is the first check against the cold, so this is before you take a more thorough look. You can tell Eli's not doing great. He'll probably last, but the cold is obviously affecting him.
Okay, that does change how she feels. Should we go back to the camp?
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Then let's search.
Do you do anything before searching to try to, warm yourself up or anything like that first? Or other than just, shiver, right? That's natural, but...
I mean, the whole rub yourself through your coats and, do a little...
Yeah, I mean,
jog.
something that will actually help. Because we're assuming that you guys are doing that, because there's just no way you're dealing with, minus 40 temperatures, right? And you're not doing stuff to, keep your extremities warm.
No.
Okay. So
we don't
Eli's
have
just
to-
going to tough through it.
Yep, I'm gonna try anyways.
Okay, so we're going to do perception checks for both of you, and then we'll follow with another fortitude with DC 16.
Okay.
Perception.
Okay.
Yeah, perception first.
Fortitude.
Nice, Eli!
Okay, so this is actually going to help.
19.
Yeah, you rolled good.
But my fortitude was bad again.
It was.
So, I saw that Ellie did gift a luck if you want to use it.
Well, might as well.
Fuck!
Hey, exactly a 2 weeks. I think this was higher, wasn't it?
It was
It was 16. Yeah, it was 16.
Yeah.
So
So it
but
doesn't matter.
I'll get to that in a moment. Your high perception checks actually are going to help with that a bit.
Oh,
okay,
yay!
cool. Cool.
Because you rolled high enough that you're going to find this evidence pretty quickly, so the cold doesn't start hitting you until you're well on your way back to the camp.
Okay.
Okay.
Which
fair.
I'll get to here in a moment. But what you do manage to find out there, it takes a little bit of walking around and looking because there's a lot of snow out here. And sorry, for our audience, if I'm talking funny or you hear saliva and stuff, I'm really sorry about that. I bit my tongue in my sleep, so it's all messed up on the side. So I probably am talking a little bit funny. Apologies. We just kind of have to get through it. But for you guys, what you will find appear to be large footprints in the snow.
Oh.
They have been mostly covered up. But they do seem to be moving to the north, like northeast of you. You don't find just like a full trail because a lot of it has been blown away or covered up, but you definitely find a few of them that seem like they were deeper than others and stuff, and they look humanoid from what you can tell. But they're big. At least twice as big as, like, at least 3 times as big as one of your own feet. And you see some that appear to be pointed towards your camp, like kind of through the trees and stuff, where you can almost imagine something walk through and maybe leaned or pushed against that thin tree, and that's what offset it. And then you find others that appear to be pointed off back in the other direction away.
Okay.
So it might be at least 2 somethings?
Well, you know it's at least 1.
Yeah.
You don't know if there's any more than that. You can give me a survival if you're going to investigate it a bit further and try to like see if you can figure that out. But
nah, we'll have Sam come out and figure it out. We're cold.
Okay. All right.
And I love being warm in my tent.
So you start heading back. You're starting to notice Eli's looking a little bit pale, which is not quite right because he's Tertian. Starting to get kind of that bluish tint to his face. Not like to the point where you're like, oh god, you're in trouble, but like, oh shit, he's definitely cold. So we'll say like as you're running back and stuff, you like probably put an arm around him or something, like sharing body heat. Just like, okay, hey, we're going back. And he's just like, yep, I got it. Like, where like you're rushing, so like you want to breathe hard, but you don't want to breathe hard because the air's so fucking cold.
Yeah. You got it.
But because your perception was good enough and you didn't spend any extra time out there, what I was going to say is I would lower the DC by that 1 extra, putting it at 15, so you don't have to check against frostbite again.
Nice.
Yay!
You are, of course, going to still take the regular non-lethal, but not the secondary bit. Which actually, yeah. So you're going to take 2 more non-lethal each.
Okay.
As you get back to camp, and I imagine, plop Eli down by the fire over here. Oh boy, does that feel awesome. Dave, I know you know damn well how good it feels to come back from fucking awful cold and get to sit in front of the campfire, and it's like,
yeah, it's great.
Oh my god, yes, nothing's
best.
better than this. Yeah. Where you're like sticking your hands way too close to it. It's like, stop, that's killing your skin cells. They fucking let them die.
If I catch on fire, I'll die a happy man right now.
Yeah.
They die every day anyway.
Stick my face in this fucking thing.
Yeah. How you do?
Yeah, that.
And then Lamia will share with Sam, like, hey, there's some big fucking tracks over that way. That's probably what made the tree look really weird. Might have leaned against the tree.
Like a bear or something?
No, it seems humanoid. It's just double our, like, she'll point at her feet.
Like when he says that, it could be a bear. You didn't look close enough to know, but you don't. But I would say like the inclination is it seemed more humanoid, like it was 2 feet rather than quadrupedal. Just to fill that in.
But I mean, it's possible it could be a bear, but I genuinely don't think so. Boss is cold, so we came back.
I said don't call me that.
You're by the fire. You can't hear
You're
me.
not cold at all.
Yeah, unless you guys are talking super quiet, he could probably hear you. But
that's fair.
I didn't call you cold.
You didn't call me cold?
Cheers.
Yes. You said the boss is cold, and he said don't call me that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm tempted to throw things at you, just so you know.
Sam, I'm
Throw a
not
snowball
sure
at
where...
Nah, it would be far too cold to pick up a snowball right now.
I don't think with his weak baby arms he can throw it very far either.
Sam, I don't know where this new behavior is coming from, but it is something.
This is
Sorry,
winter Sam.
I had an invigorating dream, so I'm feeling apexy.
Okay, that's a little odd, but go you, I guess. So
Yeah,
if you want to go check it out, I could go with you, or actually, it'd probably be best I go with you because then I can point out where they are. We kind of barely saw them.
Yeah, I'll go. Maybe I can figure out what kind of bear this is, or other thing.
Okay.
Sherlock, you're in charge while I'm gone.
Let me warm up a little bit first.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if you're leaving Sherlock, he's gonna perch on Eli's shoulder because he's over by the fire. It's warm.
Yeah, I'm not
over
making him do checks out there.
there. Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Hell no.
Okay. Lamia warms up
If
a
I
bit.
hadn't said anything, you may have forgot, but I'm just not even taking that chance.
Well, that's smart. That's smart. Okay, so it's just you two.
Yep.
So you guys are gonna get out there, snowshoes, the whole 9 yards. You get out there, you're able to point this stuff out to him pretty quickly. Excuse me. No additional checks just yet, obviously, for the cold. You just warmed up. You're able to come out here fast, and then just be like, hey, there they are.
Okay.
But Sam, both of you are going to investigate them further at this point. So you're going to try to... Sam, you're going to mostly try to identify what the hell this creature is, or just some aspects of it. Lami, are you just helping with that, or are you going to do anything else?
I'm gonna see, like, if I can see how much further the tracks may go. You said, northeast, or?
Yeah, northeast.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can see how much further they go, I guess. I'm not the greatest skill at that, but hey, that's okay.
Okay. So you're going to try to track the tracks, and then Sam, you're going to try to ID it. For now, we're going to say these are both survival, because I'm not going to necessarily identify the creature specifically with this first one, but I'm going to give you some details on it, and then we'll roll a knowledge. So go ahead and both of you give me survival checks.
Yeah, Sam.
Nice.
Well, I mean, it's survival.
I know, but...
If it is it's not necessarily a knowledge check, but if it is an animal, I would have
Yeah, bonus.
favorite enemy. Yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah. This is not an animal. As you're examining the different details of, and again, these are, while they're fairly fresh, from what you can tell, they had to have been within maybe a few hours of you guys waking up. Like, far enough away, obviously they were mostly out of eyesight, but these can't be that old or they'd be gone. But this is some kind of large-sized humanoid for sure. This ain't no bear. Not at all. And you can definitely tell, just based on what she's shown you and because of this check, you can definitely tell it's, as far as you can figure, it's one creature that moved through here. Just here and back. It didn't take the exact same path. That's why you've got footprints coming to and then going fro. To you, definitely seems like whatever it is was big enough and heavy enough that when it leaned on that little spindly tree, it shoved it over. Probably partially uprooted it. Just by sheer weight. And even whenever, we'll say, you took a look at the tree itself when you were over there, it didn't seem to leave any marks of antlers or claws or anything like that you might suspect. So it's starting to put into your head the image of a, more of a humanoid hand as well, rather than hooves or something crazy, right? So that's what you get from that. Lamia, you are having trouble following these tracks. They're spaced relatively far apart, from what you can tell, because of a longer stride or whatever this thing has. But one thing you will find, part of the way through, is you find some odd trail that seems to have been scooped into the snow, that I'm sure you point out to Sam. It's not consistent. It's almost like, imagine something being dragged for a space and then and picked up. So you just see it for like a stretch of maybe about 15 feet, and then it's gone. And it's not even consistent. A lot of it's covered up. But either way, once you guys get that information, go ahead and give me your first fortitude saves against the cold, and I'll roll up the damage.
I forgot to add the +5 again.
Okay, so that's a 17?
Yeah.
Okay. You had a chance to come back and warm up. You still have all your non-lethal, but we reset your DC, so you both beat the DC on that one. But each of you takes 4 more non-lethal damage. And then convene. So you point out the trail.
Yeah. And the weird little things.
Okay. So Sam, first, do you have knowledge... what would this even be for you?
Nature, geography, dungeon. Those are the things I have.
Nature, geography, and dungeoneering. You don't know what this is. It's a big person. Maybe it's an Avarok. It could be that. It seems honestly bigger than an Avarok. Given your fixation on shoe size, you think this thing would have a bigger shoe size than if I'm wrong. It's probably a bit bigger than he is.
I don't know what this thing is, but it sure has a big foot.
Yeah, you see why I didn't think it was a bear?
Judging
saw
by
that
his
smile.
stride,
Lamia wouldn't care.
I'm doing the Bigfoot walk. He's
Right.
taking these big steps. I don't know. I would go on a whole bit, but I'm not.
Right. But okay, so she'll point out the drag marks, and I'll let you do another survival to figure that out.
Would my thing track?
Yes,
Would
this
that
will help.
help to that? Okay.
This will help.
Half level. Okay.
Because you're trying to
Also,
follow
did
it,
you-
but also what?
Yeah.
Did you turn off the music, or is it stopped?
I think he did it right when he said we will convene. It's right when he said
Yeah.
that, so I thought
That's
it
why I
was
was
for effect. But
Oh, no, that's weird. Did it stop for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
Weird. Hold on.
yeah, it happened right when he said and we convene and
I genuinely...
Oh.
just Ellie can still
something's gonna
hear it,
happen.
so that's fine.
Yeah, because it's still playing. I guess for some reason the share stopped for a second.
oh,
That's
weird.
funny.
It's back up now, though, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just like, are we about to end up fighting? A thing I don't want to fight? Is this why Patrick stopped the music?
I have done
have
that
my
before.
little
You have.
It's 3. It's round down.
rounded down. Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna ask.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be additional +2 force.
Yeah. So 29. Okay. So yeah, you're able to follow this pretty well. You've gotten a good idea of the shrine and kind of the hunch of what path this thing took through the trees. You can tell the mistake Lamia was making was just trying to follow it linearly. It was the foot was pointed this way. It was obviously walking this direction, so I go over here to see where the next footprint is. But it's it wasn't necessarily stepping straight, and also this is a partially buried track, so there may have been like a scuff, or maybe it was turning here that you're not getting to see. So you have to look at where the trees are, what are the paths it could have had to travel, and so you have to kind of apply some logic to it. That she just doesn't have the experience to be like, oh well, duh. Like when you explain it, obviously, Lami, it makes sense to you, but either way, just basic stuff. So he
wouldn't go straight here because there's a low branch right there, and he would, if he's this big, he would hit his head. So he's gonna go to the right. No.
Well, no, it's
if
like
he
literally
could
just
bend
that
the tree,
kind of thing.
he could just go through it.
That's stuff that comes naturally when you've done it a lot, versus like when you're kind of going off what you've learned, but you're like the by the book thing. You kind of miss the other details a little bit, or maybe even overcomplicating it. Either way. So, but speaking on that, part of what you're noticing with that path is there are a lot of low-hanging branches over here, specifically where you see those drag marks and stuff. There's like a lot of them that are just kind of low. Like maybe this thing had to duck down a bit, or even if it was carrying something, it needed to take it off its shoulder and drag it underneath that part so it wasn't knocking a bunch of branches down. So you're able to actually follow this pretty well just kind of by the logic of that. Able to find a few other prints, and you see a couple of things that you definitely recognize. One, you recognize that something bled here fairly recently. There's like a spot in the snow that's kind of dug out a little bit, almost like maybe a bunch of commotion moved a lot of snow at some point, and then it's been now covered again because of the blizzard. But like it clearly got cleared out in like a good 5-foot radius area of this spot. You see some blood spatter that's been mostly covered up, but some of it is on parts of the trees that don't have snow on them. And you also see, Sam, something you obviously recognize, even without a check, on part of the trees. Now you're starting to see the antler marks. I'm trying to think, this is still survival. I hate to keep making you roll the same check over and over, but go ahead and give me a survival to get some extra information. And then, Lamia, you can give me survival or perception. That's 19, okay. Okay. So, between the two of you, just saying, like, you notice these fucking antler marks, and, like, they're up a little too high. Like, this would have to be a really, really tall deer or elk or something. Even a moose. Like, this would be a tall one. This is, like, up there. And you don't see any tracks or anything that make you think that kind of animal was over here, necessarily. And you guys are able to extrapolate the scene you're able to paint together without getting into, like, a bunch of tiny, tiny details. Is whatever this big person was, this is the spot where they hoisted the body of some antlered creature up onto a shoulder. Or up onto something to carry it on. And its antlers hit the tree way up too high for this thing to stand up. And you see a few more footprints going off, but you're also getting into the space where this storm is getting way, way worse. So the wind is incredibly severe out here. And you know you're probably not going to see any more tracks right now going that direction. Like, they're all covered up, blown away, whatever else.
I don't think we even want to go after this thing, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's got food now, apparently, so...
Yeah, so it may not come back to near the camp.
This makes me wonder what I was doing with that tree.
Yeah.
Regardless, I guess we'll just tell everyone, hey, keep an eye out for big, scary giant?
Yeah, something like that.
Let's go back, I'm cold.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you guys both give me one more check. Fortitude.
This time the 5 is added. rolled crap, but it is added. Nice, Sam.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 16. This is the second check, so this would be the DC, that'd be the DC, so you're good. Alright, you should take 4 more non-lethal, and you make it back to the camp.
Woo!
Oh, that's cool.
Eli, by now you're you're warmed up. It still sucks out here, but like you're warmed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he warmed up to have his non-lethal gone, or?
It'll start healing every hour.
Okay.
It's not gone yet, but it'll start healing.
We share, I guess, with Eli, and I guess the rest of the camp. Hey, make sure to keep an eye out for something large.
Okay. You just told them to keep an eye out for something large.
Yeah,
Well-
there's some kind of bipedal something out there. Strong enough to push over a tree.
Okay.
At least dislodge a tree. I'm going to rephrase that.
We should be okay, but we're, better safe. I mean, safe. Sorry. Better safe than sorry.
Okay. Cool. So, we will go into the next night. Unless you guys have anything else you want to deal with.
Lamia, make sure she tries to warm up during the day. I mean, the entire time. Because, yeah, it's cold.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, that's what my focus is after on those fortitude checks is staying as warm as possible.
Okay. Second watch, Lamia. Everybody has help on their watches. Because you have people.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Would you say 8 hours went by for minus non-lethal?
We'll determine that in here in a second.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, no event. Okay, fine. Yeah, you guys are gonna heal all your non-lethal. You get a full night's rest.
Okay, cool.
Hooray.
I am almost fully healed. Yes.
Or are you not healed yet that day?
No, it's fine. Like I said, 2 days worth, I'll be fully healed. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I have it prepared, so...
Oh, okay. You're fully healed.
Woohoo!
All right.
Yay!
Look, it's basically free candy at this point.
Yeah.
Really.
Yep.
Guess
Let's
I'm going
see,
to prepare again for tomorrow.
Was that the dream? Was that the Dream Feast day?
No, this was the day after. And
You
yes,
just-
I
you
did
just ate
eat a...
regular meat.
Yeah, I ate the wolf meat.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right.
I have 2 days worth left.
So the next morning comes. Well, yeah, fuck it. I'll just ask you guys. Anything you guys are planning to do? Any scouting, anything like that, or you're just like, fuck it, stay by the fire, ignore the world. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
This is the last day of the storm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until the superstorm comes.
Yeah. Right.
2 months.
God.
It's going to start clearing up tomorrow, so tomorrow's the next day that they'll be able to realistically check to see what the weather's about to look like again.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. Unless we need to go gather like more supplies for the fires and such. I don't think there's any reason to go out. Sam? Eli?
I don't want
I just want to make sure the fires stay lit and that I am warm.
Okay. So, just about the time you guys are actually having dinner. You know, somebody's got a few skillets out, and there's some meat cooking in it. People are passing around rations, just chatting around the fire. You will hear one of the warriors that's mostly doing the patrolling, keeping watch, actually shouts. She goes, "Oh! Hey, who is that? Stop! Stop!" You see a bunch of others jump up and start running over there.
Yeah, Lamia will join them.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Let me see. Can I get the whole thing on screen or nah? Try again.
This is the next day.
Oh dear! No, it's not the next day.
No.
Nope, this is the same day.
Okay.
Alright. You see this handsome bastard?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Well,
Whoa.
it isn't what I thought it could have been, so there's that bright side.
Looks like a very large demi with a significantly oversized head. Built very stocky, kind of hunched, even despite the like kind of hunched upper body and everything. The way it walks, it takes these like very long steps as it's walking over. You can see the warrior that was calling out the alarm is like pointing a bow, but he looks scared shitless of this thing that's walking up. And you can see in one hand, over one shoulder, it's got what appears to be a very large, we'll call it a club, hunk of wood. It's just like resting over one shoulder, and over the other appears to be a doe. And he's just kind of walking out, and as that person is like shouting and pointing the bow, you can see like even this like hunched brow. You can even see through these like little beady eyes turn to look at that one warrior who's got a weapon on him, and it kind of draws his lips back in a snarl. And the warrior actually lowers the bow and like looks back and like notices finally, like he almost didn't notice you all were there. Like he was transfixed, like oh fuck. And like sees you're all there, and he kind of raises it partially and says, "What is that?"
What is it?
None of you have
Do
any
you
fucking clue.
Okay.
Yeah. Lamia
Big and
does,
ugly.
yeah, like, do you speak our language?
You shout that and kind of tilts its head a little bit and like looks over at you, but it doesn't answer. It just keeps.
Yeah.
It takes a few more steps forward and then it finally stops. Ooh, I was on the wrong screen trying to get it to move. It's that close now.
I don't think it is a troll, Terran alien, but I don't know. We don't know.
What check do we need to see if we can figure out what it is?
See, for you, you would have to get. You could have to give me a local. This would be against like legends and things.
Okay.
Sam, you could give me a check. I don't think you have. It'd be local or history for you.
Oh, Eli.
24.
Okay. And then Sam, I don't think you have either of those knowledge skills, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't give that one to you. I will tell you this for you, Sam. General knowledge-wise, you are aware of giants existing. As far as you know, they don't have like overly giant heads and that kind of thing. But also, as far as you know, they're not supposed to be out here. The only giants you know of are like Western Delancia, and there might be some in other places, but you've never heard of giants existing in Setsegi or any other regions. Not like this.
Oh, man. Oh
not
my
like
God.
this. Not like just big people giants, right? And Eli, you have heard of giants as a kind of in a mythos sense of, again, that they exist in like Western Delancia, and some people suspect that they are precursors to some of the different demi that exist, which is why some of our features are like some of Demi's features are so different. And you two have no idea why this would be here. Either this isn't a giant, so to speak, or it's completely outside the realm of anything you guys know. But it's got to be related. It looks too close to the depictions you've seen in books and been told in stories.
Okay.
So mechanically, I will say it is a giant of some kind.
Right. So then I'll definitely be like, it's some kind of weird giant. I don't know. I don't like it.
But can you understand me?
I don't think they speak English, but I might be wrong. But
He
It was
reacted.
looking at you for a second because obviously you're talking to it.
Yeah.
But now it seems to be staring down the guy with the bow, who's still like, you can tell he's trying to figure out if he's supposed to shoot this or not. Like the other warriors are also starting to draw weapons because potential threat.
Fair. But also,
it looks like it's ready to attack.
does it? It has a doe and it's staying away from us right now.
It hasn't done anything threatening other than approach with a weapon. It has a
No,
weapon.
it just looks like it's ready to attack because it's big and
It's
it's
threatening.
scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is threatening. But it does stop advancing for now.
Okay.
Yeah, seems to be staring down the fact that this guy is pointing a bow at it.
Maybe lower your bow for now. It might just keep walking and just pass us.
Through our camp? Hell no.
He might decide walking around makes more sense.
Sorry, Ellie named it Marco.
Of course.
Yes, Marco here might decide that walking around makes more sense. So let's just chill for a second.
He very slowly lowers the bow. The big giant thing looks at the others and they all lower their bows. Do any of you speak Sylvan?
Not me.
Yep.
Wait, what about your multi-languages?
No, I'm looking at my languages
Oh, okay.
when he asked that
Through
question.
that
Oh, the
ring,
ring?
I think.
I added
Yeah.
those to my languages.
Yeah,
Okay,
He
okay.
doesn't have it. Okay. Sam, roll me a linguistics check. If you're not trained, then that's just intelligence.
Hey, lean weenie.
We need.
Yep, it's just an intelligence. Yeah, let's go. I wins.
You definitely don't know what the fuck this thing is saying.
Does any of our party members, or not party, NPCs
Oh, no.
potentially know?
Lucky for you, Radix speaks Sylvan.
Thank
Hey,
God.
there we go. Somebody does.
Do trees add to intelligence? I don't know what that means, Ellie.
That's to get bonus for
'cause
being in a
she-
forest.
Yeah.
Oh, does he? No, not at all. Not at all. Being in a forest does not mean he suddenly speaks Spanish.
That'd be great if it did, though. ¿Dónde está?
Me,
He was
if
like,
I
what?
were Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a forest, you can just be a god,
So Radix comes out and goes, Sylvan. And he speaks it back. When Radix speaks it, it sounds much more like pleasing to hear and very light and almost musical sounding. But this other creature, when it speaks, it's just this deep, guttural, rough noise. And he says, Radix will tell you, he says, this creature is saying that this forest is due a sacrifice.
Oh.
And he just kind of glares at it. He says, it is 2 sacrifices now.
Huh.
Lovely.
Didn't we sacrifice a bunch of wolves? Recently.
He speaks up. You hear him speaking Sylvan, and the big giant thing kind of like stands up a little straighter. Says a few other things. Says he wants to know where our proof is. We still have a lot of the skins.
Yeah, that's probably a good proof. Bring out the
I'll get the big one.
Just like, so you send somebody to go drag out the like warg fur, the warg pelt.
I don't want him to take it if he intends to take it, so let's go with the other ones first.
So you bring out a bunch of wolf pelts.
Yeah.
Bring those out. Get those like kind of shoved out in front of you a bit. He'll actually moves over. Seems to inspect, like, we'll say the pile of them is right here. He just kind of pushes through it with the club he's holding. And you see Radek look kind of frustrated. And he like says something back a little bit sharper. And the giant just like looks up at him and just stares at him for a second. Like he's waiting. He says the sacrifice needs to be outsiders.
They were outside.
He goes, that's what I tried to say.
Okay.
Huh. Okay, so...
Loud bellowing speech from the giant again. Radek says, he is saying we have to cast 2 of our member out into the woods to be retrieved. We're not doing that.
No,
right.
I agree.
We're definitely not doing that.
Retrieved by who?
Him, I'm guessing. But he speaks and like he's gonna ask your question. And you see that guy just pounds his chest once, which means the doe like falls into the snow. He looks down and just like kind of waves it off, like I'll get it later. He says something else and says he pounded his chest and then he said his family. Well.
Oh. That's great. Great news.
You see the giant, like, what you think is a smile on its face. And it says the word that you understand in Ulu. It says hearth. Hearth.
Oh.
It says it almost in like a mocking tone. Like it's just, you can get like this mocking tone off of it.
Okay.
Just, a hearth is usually larger than just a family.
Uh-huh. Well, we're not letting it take 2 of us, so... this isn't going to be pretty, is it?
I'll ask you what happens if we refuse.
What? Please do, yes.
Speaks up. The giant seems to smile wider. And responds, and Radek says, then they will take all of us whenever they feel it's time.
Oh, that's very vague.
You can hear it still speaking. He goes, says right now, deer are still plentiful. I'm going to ask it a few things. You talk amongst yourselves.
Good while, at least a good spring, because less wolves.
You can hear that he's like kind of talking to it like he's negotiating, but you have like a space here to like talk amongst yourselves if you want to.
What do we do?
Oh, he wants to eat mom and dad. Yeah.
We should ask him his name so I can shoot one of those arrows in.
Oh, that's good.
Radek, does it have a name?
You get like a nod, like he's gonna ask, but we'll say that comes in a second.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, what are we gonna do?
Like, I don't like coming here and killing the indigenous, people that live here. But also, we can't just have them demanding sacrifices and stuff.
And threatening to come back to kill everybody.
Yeah, with all of them.
And potentially eating them.
Yeah. I guess we could ask them what did they why are they aligned with the druids? I'm assuming.
He like nods to that, like, okay, that's a good question, and you hear
that is a good question.
Just, like pick up.
Yeah, and
I feel like
basically,
this is
what can we
family
offer in exchange? Yeah, sorry, where we're all huddled.
Yeah, and then you get the answer, and we're like, good answer, yes. That's what it felt like.
What are they paying you? Because we'll pay more.
Okay, so you hear Radek seem to pick up in tempo there. And then the giant thing, the smile kind of goes away. You can tell he's thinking. Replies, and Radek will translate, obviously. It says, he calls them the Old Elders. He says they bring harvests, larger bounties. They attract herds to their hearth, and they are displeased. They have given an order, conditions in order to come back. We have been made an enemy, so they are to treat us as such.
That's super lame.
The thing speaks up again and goes,
okay.
Not an enemy, a herd, a prey.
That's worse?
We surprised him by being able to speak, which makes me think maybe he hasn't seen too many.
I think that's reasonable considering this area's cold.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to come up here.
You can all give me... You can do sense motive if you're trying to pick up on any body language from this thing, or you can do perception if you're trying to get any visual cues off of what it's wearing, anything like that.
I will perception my butt off.
I will try sense motive. My poorly trained sense motive, but I actually trained it. Sense motive.
Okay.
I mean, I should. Because, who's the perception guy here? Yeah. I think we're all decent, but...
Okay, so Eli and Sam did perception. Lamia, you got sense motive. Okay, so Lamia, I'll get yours first. I can't give you quite a hunch, because you didn't hit the 20, but you were able to pick up, just kind of based on the body language and stuff. This creature is... You're not getting any impressions that it's, like, immediately aggressive. Like, it seems like it came here to talk, maybe? Or gather information of some kind. Like, it doesn't look like it's got to, like, throw down. Like, it obviously is ready to. But its stance, everything, it seems fairly relaxed and more curious. Like, it seems very interested in the fact that there's some kind of dialogue happening here.
Okay.
you don't pick up any particular like anything that makes you intimidated intelligence-wise by this thing, but like it does definitely seem smart. Obviously, it speaks a language, just the way it's carrying itself, like it's clearly smart enough that like it's not necessarily gonna be easy to trick as far as like you can just tell it anything. It's not like a kid. It's clearly measured and like watching people, and like it's kind of got a keenness about it. But yeah, it doesn't seem openly aggressive or hostile right now.
Okay.
Eli, with a 15, which you're able to notice, is this thing. I mean, it's obviously armed. It's got this big club up on its shoulder. But you can also see it's got some kind of knife on its belt, which appears to be, I mean, too big for any of you to use regularly as a knife. But it appears to be mostly like a big stone knife. Like it's not even made of like bone or iron or anything like that.
Okay.
And in fact, looking at it for just a second here, this thing doesn't have anything metal on it.
Okay.
It's all hide or it's got like stone tools. Some things are like made of bone, like bone pins and things for its armor, which is mostly fur. Has no metal.
Okay, cool. So I'm just curious though, like stone knife, like it's a giant. Is this knife like almost me sized?
It's this would be the size of like a short sword for you.
Okay. So
Except a little bit too broad.
It's a big knife. Okay, so this is a big chunk of stone it made. So is this like a flint? I mean, I know I'm not a nature person, but would this look more like flint, or would it more look like a hard stone that was shaped instead of something that was like struck to be?
You would know this in real life. Do you have?
I know this in real life.
Dungeoneering.
I do have dungeoneering. Yes, I have knowledge of dungeoneering.
You don't have to roll it. Just if you're trained, then yeah, you obviously can tell that this is a big ass piece of flint.
Okay, yeah, I do have knowledge of engineering. I am trained, so cool. Neat. So it can make tools, because if it was just like a rock it found that looks like a knife that they like sharpen, then whatever. But if it's flint, it had to make that.
Yeah.
So okay.
Like you basically get the impression that like its stuff is like roughshod, but it is handmade. Like somebody crafted this stuff for it. And then Sam, with your 30 perception, not only do you notice that similar beat, not necessarily, I guess you're probably not even as interested in the fact that it doesn't have any metal on it, but you do notice the crudeness of its tools. You notice it doesn't have like a bow or arrows or anything like that, but you do notice the furs that it's wearing. They match. This thing is wearing warg fur. And it's patchy and roughed up and torn up. Like it's had it's had to be sewn up many, many times. But you can tell it's got like a big cloak over it. And like it's like kind of like the cloth at its waist and stuff, because it does still have to keep warm. But you can tell that it's a fucking large wolf pelt that is on this thing. And you can even see, just like you get like a better look kind of around it, you can see like the hood of it appears to be like the head of the warg that's been like pulled back like a hood that it could like pull up over its head, but it's just not on right now. So it actually made clothes out of one of these big ass winter wolves at one point. It's just this one's like old and tattered.
Boy, do we have some cloaks for you.
Man, do I want to keep that? But I'm gonna go get the warg pelt.
Yeah.
We've got the wolf pelts. Wolf pelts weren't much, but warg pelt. Bust out. Well, he's having a conversation.
You go
with
drag it out. Okay.
Yeah.
So you go drag that out to the group. Lamia and Eli, you guys will see as Sam is dragging that out, you can see that this giant immediately looks over there to it and is like watching that pelt like, oh shit, like it looks actually surprised.
I'm dragging to the giant, and I know broken druidic. I'm gonna look at him and be like, understand little. And druidic.
It like narrows the eyes. You like go right up to it with this pelt.
Yeah.
This is heavy, right? Like you're like partially having to drag it.
take-
Like, a couple of people are like carrying it with you, but as soon as you like step past where the warriors are, they're like, "Dude, no!" But so you end up having to drag it the rest of the way up there.
I got this.
So cool. Let me move Sam.
I can take it.
So as you get up on this thing, it's a lot scarier being next to this creature, like right up next to him, and it's just that uncanny humanness about him. Like he looks like a person, but his head is fucking huge. And it's just this big shaggy beard. He smells like blood and raw meat and sweat, and like almost like if you're on the outskirts of where people are tanning furs and leathers, like that little bit of like grossness that you get off of that. But he looks at you very curiously and he speaks, and Radek will translate for you. He says, "You speak like the elders. I don't know those words, but you speak like them."
Damn. I was wanting to say this in something that we would both understand, at least a little bit.
Radek, well, seeing nothing's happening, Radek will actually come up with you. I don't know if any of the rest of you want to approach. Or just like, maybe not.
Yeah, I'll hang back. I'll just kind of step in the back. I don't want to spook it with my shadow, though, so I don't want to get too close.
Yeah, Lamia
Just on
doesn't
the off
want
chance it...
it to think it might be getting surrounded, so she'll also stay back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point at the ward pelt and then kind of gesture at its apparel.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I say, I'm gonna point at the thing and to say it's our enemy. Is your enemy?
It will reach out for the pelt. I don't know if you pull it away or anything. He kind of snatches it from you. You get like the impression that it's not like, "Give me that, bitch." Like it's not like that. It's just that it's just like a normal mannerism. Just like, "Oh, what is this?" Like it wants to look at it, so it just takes it from you. And it kind of unravels it partially till it can like see the face of it. It looks at it for a little bit. Says something, which Radek immediately translates. Says, says he knows this wolf. And he kind of spits to the side, unfurls it a little bit, speaks again, and he says, it's Radek translating, of course. He says, "You kill smart wolves, leader wolves. How? You are so small."
As it translates in the background, as I'm standing here close to you, I'll
He has
move
no
a little
fucking clue what that
closer.
means.
Yeah, I'm
Right?
standing over. Yeah, I'll be over here. All right.
Okay.
Not close. Yeah. Do the finger guns. I don't want to like actually use magic because I'm afraid I will just get clobbered. It's an immediate cast it flat.
Right? And from here
Oh, well.
you can talk directly to it, and we'll assume Radek is translating back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will whistle for Sherlock.
Okay. Oop. Sherlock goes to you.
And I will kind of put my hand in its chest, or like to his the bird's chest, and then my chest, and then gesture out at nature.
He just kind of tilts his head and says, You elder?
Like elder.
Like elder. Look young.
Yeah. Not elder yet. Gotta grow that beard a little longer.
He's still the oldest of us.
You have tiny beard. Tiny beard. You have strength. Can see. Killed Leader Wolf and his pack. Not his son.
He ran. As anything for survival would. For survival, you either run or you fight.
Keep skin. You eat?
Did we eat the war?
Yeah, he like, even though like it's being translated, he still looks at you and does like this eating motion.
Yeah. I shake head and I point in
Yeah.
the direction. I say we killed it. That was too big, too cold to carry home.
There's plenty more snacks by where we killed the warg.
Snacks is sacrifice. We take. And he looks at the pelt and looks at you. I'm gonna have Sam. You do this. Give me a diplomacy.
All right. I'm making friends.
Oh yeah, good job, buddy. You got it. I believe in you.
I'm better with animals.
I should have asked if I could have assisted the diplomacy, but it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, you would have +2.
I don't think I can fail to assist, but yeah, I still wouldn't have
Right.
mattered. Yeah, I can't fail to assist.
5.
I do not believe they have a fortunate fate anymore.
No.
Nope, we used that.
Nope. Okay, so yeah, they don't have a fortunate fate. They used it already. Haven't got anyone since they used it before.
Yeah. It's been at least 2 sessions since we had it. So.
All right, cool. You have a fortunate fate, but you can't use. Okay, look, that was gifted after. All right, you can't use it on this roll.
Nice
all right,
try,
we got to set some precedence. All right, who's this one for? Let me see. It just says here. So,
I guess to Sam.
Yeah, I vote we
Sam.
give it to Sam just because he's the one who just flubbed the roll.
Yes.
okay, so it's Sam's.
Plus, he hasn't had one yet.
Is that true? Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Y'all know I
yeah.
use them like candy. It's like, oh, I got something, use it. Like,
Well, yeah, but that's
Technically,
okay.
you gifted it a while. Technically, when you gifted it a while ago, it was an invalid gifting, which is why you were refunded. All right, you can't use it on this roll. Like you got a fortunate fate going forward, but it was gifted after the roll. We got to have some precedent set for this stuff. Okay.
I don't know. I think if you gift
Anarchy!
the DM a bunch of those negative ones for us,
which
he
she
might change his
hasn't done.
mind.
So,
I think
so what
bribery
happens?
works.
What happens is re-roll. Look, if we're re-rolling all dice, Dave, then why are we rolling dice? Get out of here with that. So what happens is he looks at the warg pelt. Sushi would be dope. He looks at the warg pelt, looks at you for a second, and then he slings the warg pelt over his shoulder.
Can
Fuck you, Molly. So
we we do that after the break, though?
Oh, yeah,
Yes, we'll do it after
obviously,
break.
yeah.
I'll give him.
Listen,
a
I
big
know I
thumbs
just
up.
took a big chug of tea, but I really have to pee.
Yeah.
So he takes the pelt and he says, "Only need one more." So essentially, he's saying, "Okay, well, you know what? We'll take that war carcass as one of your sacrifices,
All right,
but
that's
it's
one.
2."
Would you like this mirror?
God.
Oh my god! Can you imagine if he just fucking? Why did you put me in this?
Right?
I can't go into society at all. Okay.
Way. Yes, so that's one sacrifice, and he leaves our merry camp.
Nope. He
Nope,
needs
okay.
2 sacrifices.
He needs another sacrifice. Okay.
He points at you, Lamia, and says, "Take lady, not many lady." And points at one of the other lady settlers. "Lady's good."
Wait, are you going to kill them, or what do you do with sacrifice?
He frowns and says, "Eat or keep or
What?
trade."
Where we put you in a weird dress and we tie you to a pillar and then we attack.
We
Trade.
do what we want.
Do you
No.
trade with others?
Trade with elders.
Oh, elders. Okay.
Trade with beastmen. And he gets a look you can't quite recognize on him. It's reverence or fear or something. It's hard to place. And he says, "Sometimes trade with..." And then he shakes his head. And he makes a gesture, almost kind of like in real life reminiscent of a ward off, the evil eye kind of sign.
Ah.
Will not say.
That's not helpful, but okay.
Women in woods. Frost lady.
Oh.
Start with I look at, oh man, letters are hard to translate, I know sometimes, but I look at Radek. Just start with an M.
He's...
Are we gonna play Hangman? Can we play Hangman?
It's not to say the words hangman.
Right. Says, you can tell Radek starts trying to pry on that a little bit, and the thing starts getting kind of agitated, and he says it's an old woman.
Okay.
And a few others, cruel magics. No one can look at her, or they die. But she sends out her servants, which can trade.
It makes it kind of hard to talk to people if you look at them and you die.
Is he able to see in the dark?
What?
You're trying to ask if he has dark vision, essentially?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't see if it's completely dark, but he sees good if there's a little bit of light.
Okay. Then maybe as a potential thing is I can give trade my cap of light as a sacrifice potentially. That way he always has a little light.
You're a medium creature.
Yeah.
It'd be
Yeah, but it's
honest,
magic.
He's large, and he has the head of a huge creature. He has a big-ass head.
But it's a magic item.
Yeah.
That's too drastic a change.
Okay, maybe do you have to wear it on you? You could wear it as like a necklace.
Yeah, to be reconfigured to use as a different slot, someone has to essentially recraft it for that.
I'm just getting the
It can't
DJ
just
Cats
be
for I
one.
wear the hat on the face or on my foot.
Right.
And like, yeah.
It's a good attempt, and you don't know. They might have slaves or something else that is small enough to wear it, but so you can still make the offer, but you know it won't fit him. There's no way.
Okay.
You can go pee, Dave. You go pee. Yeah.
That was an idea. Oh, should I give him the blanket?
The plague blanket?
Yes.
I mean, even if Dave's not here, I'm sure he would be on board with that, even if that doesn't help.
Well, it's a huge blanket, so it could give warmth.
It's in a material that he's probably never seen.
I mean,
There's that.
Do you offer it? That's up to you guys. Did you even bring that?
Yes, it's in my backpack. It's always been in my
Jesus.
backpack.
It's a big ass backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know what it doesn't weigh much.
Blanket big enough for 20 people. It's 7 pounds. So it's an idea.
You can offer that. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna see if he'll take an IOU on the other ward.
That's fair.
For lack of better, for just fast words.
So yeah, I guess Lamia will sigh and then bring out the plague blanket, for lack of better wording on it. And
Okay.
offer it. Like, hey, how about this?
He looks a little confused, and like Radix like explaining, and he's like, he seems open to trading a little. Doesn't look like that's enough.
Okay, what else do I have?
He does seem to be interested in this blanket, though. Like, he's, like, kind of moving it around and, like, looking at the design on it. Like, what the hell is this made of? Like, he looks very curious about what it is and where it came from.
Yeah, that's fair. Lamia also was like that. That's why she took it.
All of the lady members of the settlers have gone into their tents.
Good girls.
They're like,
This would be useless for him, so I don't want to offer that.
Yeah, I didn't bring anything. I mean, I would offer the big gold piece, but that's at home.
right.
Well, you know what? Actually, just because... Oh, but that wasn't shared with Lamia. Okay, never mind.
Got travel cake.
Sir, would you like me to make you a giant flapjack? Would that be good for you?
Sorry, I have so much stuff in my inventory. Even though a lot of it's gone. I haven't deleted it yet.
Have much else.
Okay, what about the not poisonous wolfsbane? It can help against poison. It's different. He may have never seen it before. This will help against sickness. Or, well, no, sorry. If you eat... Well, no. Sam, you would know if there's any poisons out here, right? Like via...
I mean...
If you add that to the pile, he seems to approve.
Okay, I guess I will then. Goodbye, Wolfsbane.
I've got a bark skin potion I can throw in that pile.
Do you?
Oh yeah, sure.
All right, so Radek, you tell him what it is. Radek will explain it. Or I'm imagining this interaction. Tell me if this isn't true. I imagine if you're going to add that to it, you're like, you set it on the pile, whatever, you're like explaining it as if you're talking to the giant, and then Radek is translating.
Yeah.
I want to give you a role here, but I'm going to ask you to just tell me like how you present this item.
So approaching the bar screen, I'll just be like, listen, sorry, this is a magic drink that makes your skin like tree bark, like tough like tree bark.
Okay,
That's pretty much
cool. We'll get to the role here in a second, but yeah, when you do that and present it and Radek explains it, you see the giant look kind of excited, and he like reaches down and it's this like little tiny ass vial in his fingers.
Yeah.
And he's like looking at it like, holy shit! Like he looks super, super jazzed about that. And he says, "Who made it? Who made this? You?" He looks at you, Sam, because you said you're like the elders. He says, "You make magic?"
Not yet.
Who make?
I'm trying to remember where we got this. It's been a long time. I've had this in my inventory a super long time.
Yeah, you had. You probably, in character, probably don't remember.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Who made it?
Get this.
But you know how they're made, roughly.
Who do we steal this from?
I know it's a caster level 3, so it's pretty decent stuff. I'd be like, powerful alchemist made it.
Not here. No magic here. No magic here.
Not.
No creator magic here.
Right.
He looks
Not like
confused.
that. I can do things, but not like that.
Show.
I mean, I can do some magic, but I can't make anything.
Not at me. He like takes the club off of his shoulder when he says, "Not at me."
Yeah.
A bunch of people get like, they pull the weapons back up again, and everyone kind of relaxes.
Okay.
I will walk. Oh, good.
Oh no, I was gonna say, I will cast Silent Image just next to me and make a miniature version of him.
Okay.
I'll boot Silent Image for good habits, by the way.
For good habits, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have it do anything, or does it just stand there?
It
Like
waves.
T-pose. It waves,
Yeah,
okay.
it waves. It's like this.
Better than what I was gonna do.
So he's got these like small, kind of bloodshot, like beady-ish eyes, and they kind of bulge out from under these big, thick brows when you do that. And he like takes a step over and like leans way down with his enormous head, like shaggy, like kind of dirty, reddish brown hair. His like beard drags in the snow. He just, this magic. You have magic.
Yep.
You beat Wolf with magic.
I did, yeah.
You survive Storm with magic.
Yep. Well, and fire.
Hard work.
Good. You, he points at you, Eli. You come with me. You come with. To Hearth.
I'd rather not. It's all the time.
It's being translated, obviously. He says, "Demand! You come with!" And there's like another exchange. And, Eli, I want you to... How do you try to talk your way out of this? Or are you just like, absolutely not, fuck off?
No, I'll be like, listen, that sounds cool, but I'm actually cursed, and as soon as I do that, I'm gonna have, Mr. Altman do the wibble wobbles, like, as much as he can, and be like, I'm cursed, so please don't take me anywhere.
He's bad blood.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That is one way to do it.
Man, it's either a fight now or it's getting eaten later.
I mean, it might not even be, but yeah, I get it.
Let's think of how many word belts we'll get, though.
Okay, go ahead and give me a diplomacy.
All right.
Oh, that's nice.
Diplomacy.
The approach is more determining what kind of result
Oh,
you're
not one.
potentially getting.
Oh, a tie.
So that's an 11.
Oh, buddy.
So that's an 11.
Sorry, Ellie, that's up to Panda.
It is up to Panda if he can use the reroll or not.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Oh yeah, okay.
She's
Ellie,
all losing her mind.
Do it.
All right.
Well, now I won't.
They're with
No,
the fortunate fate.
Yeah, I don't have the thing, so.
All right. A 21 is good. Do you stick with the 21?
Do you want to add a luck die since Ellie seems to be determined?
Can we luck die on a fortunate fate?
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess since you asked. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
There we go. 23.
So a 23, buddy. God damn it, Ellie.
Yeah, go back to church.
Immediately did another fortunate fate.
I don't know who Buddy is. You know what? I'm keeping this fortunate fate. It's mine now. We're friends, so it's my fortunate fate.
Wasn't Buddy Harley's original name?
No, his original name was Harley, but I called him Buddy so much that he got used to it and answers to that. Also, what the hell is going on with the... There we go.
So I think it's Harley's choice who gets it.
Sweet boy.
You got it, bro.
Sweet boy. Who gets the fortunate fate? Well, he's staring at me, so that's mine. Like,
Our favorite viewer right now, Ellie.
But no, I'll give it back to Panda. That's probably the person Harley misses the most right now. Anyway, you got to come by sometime.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna bring a jar of peanut butter.
So it's a 23.
So it's a 23.
Thank you for spoiling us, Ellie.
God damn it. Anyway, so 23 is we'll do it. All right. So when you say that, he recoils almost like in disgust as your shadow does some weird stuff. And he says, "Stupid!" and takes a few steps back and says, "Cursed because old lady. Yes? You know beware dancing hut. Stupid."
This is Dancing Hut. I just am like, has a hut dance, mate? But no, sure.
I think it's a hut where you dance. It's like a honky tonk.
I've always been cursed. I don't know.
No. Not cursed by old lady. Different curse.
Yeah, just forever cursed.
He leans in towards you again, Eli, and says, "Not stupid."
I like doing this thing.
You do that, and Radek just like puts a hand on your shoulder, and you can tell, you don't speak the language, you can tell he says, "No, he's not stupid."
I mean, I'm out here, I'm doing this, like, it's debatable.
The giant just wants help with the magic lady problem. Yeah, you're probably not wrong.
Old sacrifice. Take this now. Second can wait. You come to village. You come to Hearth. Bring Hearth with you.
Okay.
He's still pointing at you, yeah.
Yeah, so do you need help with the magic lady problem? Can we help with that?
He immediately looks around when that's translated. Says,
Yeah.
No, different problem. Don't want to go to lady.
Okay. Well, yeah, we can help.
I think this is going to be weird one to translate. I can give him a gift as long as he goes to sleep in the next 8 hours, and he'll have a dream about eating, and he'll wake up full. or having dreams of whatever, if he allows me to cast a spell on him, it's a gift. A blessing from nature.
He'll start translating that. Go ahead and make it just another diplomacy real quick, Sam. I know.
Hey,
Flat
at least,
rolls, buddy.
I can't even intimidate on this character when that fails.
at least you have the fortunate fate.
Oh, I do have intimidate. I'm not gonna do that though.
Oh wow,
yeah.
not bad for you.
Keeping that, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm not gonna roll luck. I mean, worse, he says no.
Oh yeah, I forgot that other one. Okay, so you're not gonna roll up. Cool. So, yeah, he still doesn't want you to put magic on him. He's fine with like the displays of it, but he doesn't want you to put magic on him specifically.
Okay.
But he doesn't seem offended by that. Like you rolled good enough that he doesn't think you're trying to trick him. He's just like, But no, he's still insisting that you all are going to go to his village. Or
All right.
specifically Eli, but he says you can bring your hearth. So he's saying you can bring some people with you.
Okay.
So Radic.
Wait, isn't this day still a stormy day?
Yes.
Right now?
Mm-hmm. You guys are in like... You guys are still pretty close to your
I'm
camp.
asking.
Oh, you're asking him. He says... He seems to be pushing for that. You can obviously make an argument against it.
Can we wait till the weather is a little more hospitable for us tiny folk?
Yes. Wait until storm ends. We'll leave trail to spot for meeting. Then we'll come to guide.
All right.
I'll find it.
Do not take long. If come back, will be different. Different Ved. Not me.
Ben.
Meaner. No trading.
Okay.
He hoists the dough back up on his shoulder. Will make much colder for you if you betray.
Sounds reasonable.
Nods and turns and starts walking away. And unfortunately, he takes your precious warg pelt with him.
Yeah, and the plague. Oh, you weren't here, Dave, but I offered the plague blankets.
Oh, yeah.
He took it. It's gone.
Thank
The plague
God.
blanket is gone.
But now we have to go to where he's taking it.
So much
So
now.
sad.
He's out of here.
So sad.
I want to give him whatever he wants. I'll do anything he asks except stand on the blanket.
All right, take Lamia with you. Ladies, come out here. You're moving.
Actually, Eli's argument would have been a lot more frantic, I think, of not wanting to go if he learned that he was taking the plague blanket with him. He's like, no, I don't want to go where that
Just
thing's
looking at the
going.
blanket the whole time. No, I am not going with you. I will not go anywhere near you. But no. Cool. So he's gonna leave. Everybody else breathes a collective sigh of relief. I imagine you guys are gonna have to immediately run back and warm up.
Yeah.
Just
Oh wait, I
because
wasn't
you were
even out
talking
there.
for so long.
42.
Well, I assumed you walked out there because you started talking to people, but you didn't have to. But yeah, 1 fortitude from everyone who was outside.
So 3. Yeah.
We're not going to worry about the non-lethal for now.
I not won again.
Wait.
Hey, he's in the
You're
lead.
near me, though.
You're near Sam.
And you get my crazy ass bonus.
Alright, you're good.
Thank you. I'll take it.
So you guys were wearing down out in the cold. Like, just assume you were taking some non-lethal every 10 minutes, right? So you were starting to wear down and stuff, and he finally leaves, and it's like, okay, fuck, I gotta go warm up. Like, even making your saves, it was still wearing on you. But you guys go back, sit by the fire, start warming back up, get to go back to eating dinner, or go back to cooking dinner, really. And we can handle any post that interaction RP after we get back from break, which we will come back at 10 p.m. So we'll be back in 15, everybody.
Sounds great.
See ya.
See you soon. So, I had a frost dash and frost beard.
A frost dash.
So I was like, good lord, I didn't bring like a face mask or anything to wear to warm up my face. So I went to the bathroom and I went to the automatic paper towel thing and I hit it a couple times, so I got a big long sheet and I wrapped it around my head and pulled out where the eye holes are and then put my hood up, and it worked.
Alright, cool.
It's
It's not dumb if it works.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it literally just I just needed a wind barrier to keep the wind
So,
off.
there's a
Yeah.
certain someone that has to say good things about himself.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
You!
Just call end, stream drops. It's all over, guys. Pack it up. We're going home.
I redeemed it, darn it.
I love that I get to watch it again when I look over at the screen.
Right? Ellie, why? You were like, yes, when I did it earlier.
Betrayer.
Well, I'm
Oh
the
shit!
DM
I mean, I'm not
now.
here. Go away. Leave me alone.
I am the DM now, and this is a fishing game. All right,
God.
so everybody needs to
All right.
roll 3d20 to decide what kind of fishing poles you get.
Can I just get an old rod and catch magic carps to make up for the fact that I called it a trash Pokemon 10 minutes ago?
You do get an old rod, but it's a old.
Damn, it's just a 16.
That's on 3d20. Or,
That's 3d20.
oh man. I think she's
Anyway.
getting the old rod, but
All right. So, what was it? Regular positivity? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll say something
that's
nice.
why you have to say something.
So for the people that have not been here for all the streams, the redeem of positivity from earlier was redeemed at me, which means I have to say something nice about myself. Trying to think of something I haven't said. I have said that I take care of Harley really well before, but I'll be more specific of something that just happened.
Little ass dog. No.
Yeah, he is a spoiled ass dog. I don't get to. So you know how fruit is delicious, right? If you ever have enjoyed getting to eat an entire banana or eat a whole apple to yourself as a selfish human being, that is a luxury I no longer have. Half of all the fruit I eat, except grapes, because he can't have those. All the fruit I eat, half of it goes to Harley. So if I get an apple, he's got to get half the apple. If I eat a banana, we got to trade bites.
Oh no! That wasn't me.
I'm banning Ellie. I'm banning Ellie.
yeah, I'm not the one who knows
Oh,
that.
man.
No, because my mom takes care of my sister's children, babies, during the day while she's working.
Babies.
The middle one now, who's like 3, 2, I don't know, I'm bad uncle. It doesn't matter until they start talking better. Like, I made a sandwich, and he saw me with the sandwich. He's like, I want a sandwich. Looked dead at me. I was like, well, you should make one. And then, like, went to my room and ate my sandwich. My mom was like, will you make him a sandwich? I was like, fine.
Anyway, we're supposed to say something nice about Patrick.
But no, I'm getting there. The next day,
Oh, okay.
I'm getting a banana. He's like, I want a banana. Well, I was like, well, you should get one then. I will share a banana with Harley, but I will not share a banana with a human child.
Well, in Harley's defense, he doesn't have a way to obtain the banana other than his natural defense mechanism of being the cutest thing in the room at any given time. So,
Yeah, what the fuck is that, Ellie? Hold on.
It says
That's
it
one of
was
Lost
a
Initiatives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come here, Bucket. Come here. You lazy flat dog. What are you doing?
So you're just adding on top of.
But no, sorry, no. I was getting to that. I was finished my story, and now I'll say something nice.
well, I mean, it was just regular positivity, right? Was it masked or was it? Oh,
No, I
was
got
masked.
masked right
you
after.
got masked. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. Me see.
I like that. I think quite literally. I don't know how you brain linked with me when you were playing Dragon's Dogma, but you're just like the Sphinx, though, like scary, and I just was like, yeah, smile.
Yeah, you sent me that owl doing the head tilt. Yeah. Yes, this.
yeah. But there's so many things that I was like, oh, I'm gonna spoil them, but no. Dragon's Dogma is a game I probably never would have tried had you not recommended it. So I'm glad that I picked it up like a year or two before the sequel came out that we were all surprised actually came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Love that game.
Yeah.
Cool,
So,
thank you.
He has
Or you're
good
welcome.
RPG taste. Yeah.
Or thank you. Or you're welcome. Or both.
All of the above.
Patrick,
Dog.
you are very good of like assuaging me. No, that's probably not the right word. Making me feel better about like my worries and panics, and I really appreciate that. I think that's a really good quality to have in a person, to be able to help make someone feel a little better, or be like so Monday for everybody who isn't an Okie, scary weather was going on, and
Yeah.
I not having been born in this state, I'm constantly like, hey guys, make sure you're okay. Hey, are we gonna about die? No, we're fine. Patrick is just easily able to be like, you're fine. Don't worry.
Yeah. She's like, no, look, we're just keep an eye on the weather and otherwise chill.
Although I will say, for like longevity's sake, Molly's stance towards the weather is probably much safer than mine, which is it'll kill me if it wants to, and I do absolutely nothing other than that. I just go, I've lived here for 33 years. I just shrug at this point.
And that's why when I told Dave it was bad weather, I didn't say, hey, Dave, there's a tornado. I said, hey, Dave, Waffle House closed.
That's true.
And he went, oh, shit.
He said me that. I was like, oh, man, they're serious.
I didn't say shit about the weather at first. But sorry, go ahead, Molly.
No, I mean, that's my compliment to you. You're very good at helping us make someone feel better.
Well, thank you.
My girlfriend is not happy about my form of tornado safety, by the way, because we were sitting and the tornado sirens went off, whatever night that was, and she was like, what are we going to do if there's a tornado? And I said, shrug, sit here, and she goes, that's not what I wanted to hear.
Oh, wow,
I didn't make it any
what do you
better.
want? Yeah,
like she came out and asked me, and I was like, I mean, bathroom or closet, but it's not here. Like,
yeah, that's what I said. I was not happy with my answer. Let me put it that way.
it took me a second to like turn the nice part of my brain on. Cause, oh wait, she's from Arizona. This is like not okay.
Yeah, it was.
So
I
was like, wait, okay, no, it's yes, we have inclement weather, but it's not actually close enough that we need to worry about it yet. But if it gets close, we'll do something. But we're actually good right now.
Yeah, it's funny.
She's like, but just so I know, I was like, yeah, bathroom or closet.
Yep. So I'll say my nice thing about Patrick. Which part of the best part of it is Patrick's really good at just checking in on people and making sure everybody's good, which kind of goes with what Molly's saying, where he's good at handling your words. He's just good at making sure people are good. If he notices something's up, something's off, whatever, he switches that nice part of his brain on, which a lot of people choose not to do in life. It's really easy not to some days, and Patrick's really good about switching that on and just making sure you're good. Ellie's gonna dissect your brain.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. And you know what? That's fair, I think.
Yeah.
After I die of natural causes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Now
Tornadoes are natural.
In commas here.
Molly, did you tell them what I messaged you after you were worried and asked if I had heard?
I said to Patrick, like, yeah, I was just worried about you because, there was 1 hour where I wasn't awake. So the tornado could have come in and murdered everybody that I love.
Yeah, so she messaged me and she's like, have you heard from Dave or Patrick? And I was like, I don't know, let me call Dave. And make sure he's not dead. I was like, yeah, it's fine. She's like, oh, I was just worried I hadn't heard from him. I was like, oh, you're worried about them, but you're not worried about Panda. You're not worried about me. All right, I see how it is.
Oh, yes.
I immediately went, JK, love you too.
Yeah.
The best.
But anyway, let's go back into the storm, I
Back to
guess.
the past? Hey, where's that? So,
What do tornadoes do in Pathfinder? Oh, nothing good.
No, absolutely not.
Anyway, but yeah, so you guys get back. The large-headed giant just left.
large control.
All right, so I guess let's, Eli, are we gonna make plans for us? She'll point at like Sam and herself to head with you, or
I'm not going by myself. Are you nuts?
I don't know, I think you should go by himself.
It said very clearly to bring my half, and that's you two.
I'm part of the good being family.
I don't know
Not
if
how
I
this
should take
works today,
offense.
mate. Not how this
You
works.
referring to us as your hearth, but
I think we need to start talking about
I don't
rabies.
have any other family members. You guys are stuck with me. We're going. I don't think the giant particularly understands employment rules, so that was the closest thing to saying just bring your people. And you're my people, so woody.
pay to be my family. Yes, that's correct, Patrick.
I am the lucky one. So.
Yeah, alright, you guys are coming. Also, just,
So would that be a good time for everyone else to, like, take off and try and find a place?
I hate to do that if we're bringing Radic. I mean, do you think there's other giants there that can speak? Not whatever that guy was speaking?
I highly doubt it.
that's
They
a good
probably
point.
sent the one who talks the best is the negotiator.
Yeah.
He very clearly looked like he was here to negotiate. Do you think, like, if they had a guy who spoke Ulis, they'd have sent him?
Oh boy.
Well, he was there to collect, but he was okay with talking, right? So,
But if you're going to collect, your first go-to is asking nicely for the thing, then you break people's legs.
Well, maybe
Or
they speak Thule.
Smash them.
You never know.
But
I didn't try.
why would they speak Thulian? They're not from...
Because it's the superior language.
oh my god.
But that'd be like me expecting them to speak Tertian, because I grew up speaking Tertian. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, bonjour.
Anyway,
I'm choosing to not be offended.
so
Anyways, yeah.
yeah, we're bringing.
Yeah, so who are we taking? Because if we take both the people that are good at survival, these people are fucked.
Yeah, so they can't just
At
take
least the
off.
storm will be over, right?
It's true, but,
so
like-
the weather will be a little warmer, hopefully. At least a little bit.
All right, Radic, you need to teach me how to speak
Technically,
that
it will be
language.
warmer. Yes. Technically, it will be warmer.
You have 8
Negative
hours
40
to
is
teach me how
so
to
much
speak
better than
that.
negative 40 when the sun's out, guys. It's crazy how much of a difference that actually makes.
It's true. Yeah.
But yeah, also like he could teach you Sylvan, but it's not going to take like 2 days.
Let's get it going. Come on. Red. Roll. Blue. Roll. Green. Roll. Yeah, no. They all sound the same to me. Yeah, no, but seriously, what are we gonna do about talking to these people?
Pantomime.
Oh yeah, that's worked very well for us.
Like a pantomime.
They're already black and white, so it's really simple to finish the rest of the mime get up. Now, I don't particularly.
You can't do a spell that lets you speak to big people.
Have I ever given any implication or indication or whatever word I'm trying to say that I can do any magic other than the kind that I've already shown you?
I mean, I'm still finding out what kind of magic I can do.
That is true. He has been experimenting.
Sure, but as a person who's constantly experimenting and expanding my horizons, don't you think I would have told you if I could suddenly just talk to giants or something? Nah, I've got a very specific skill set, and your magic is divine and comes from Mr. Gaia, so it's very broad. Mine comes from a weird shadow thing attached to me in another plane. It's very specific. It's very linear. It kind of covers a very, very narrow subset of things.
I just figured you might not do it because you don't like being talked down to.
Terra Alien wants to know if any of the other people with us can speak Sylvan.
Well, that's true.
I mean, that's a good question, but
Yeah, I didn't think about that. You
yell.
yeah, anybody here else speak
Sylvan.
Big Head?
Big head.
Hope is hearing
anybody
us.
know tongues?
Galgan will speak up and says, I don't speak the language, but I may have a couple of potions for understanding. They were like for emergencies, you know?
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I think he's getting near that level.
Well, I think this may qualify as an emergency. I'm fully willing to compensate you for the potions.
Okay, that'll work.
If we can take the potions and it be us, you guys can try and find a way and potentially find a other place. I don't know, to be honest, though.
Well, the other thing to consider, these are comprehend potions. They don't let you speak the language. You would need one of the tongue potions for that. I don't have those.
Yeah, so we just understand them.
Yeah. Which is better than nothing. Yeah.
Well, as far as I can see it, our best bet's still just taking Radic with us, as long as he's willing to go, because having a translator is far better than sign languaging.
Yeah, you're probably right, but like, I think it would probably be better if you didn't take him with you, considering we'll still be out here.
Yeah.
And
I guess we'll just have to figure it out.
and we're like paying him to stick with us.
Actually.
You guys did pay him some, but like the rest of it's on them.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And you also paid him to stick with them, not to go with you.
Yeah, that's fair
into the
too.
heart of a giant village.
Yeah, he's like, no.
I guess better brush up on our sign language. Anybody want to play charades?
Like, you can still go and try to convince Radic to go with you. This is Galgan saying this. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't want you to take him with you. You kidding me?
Makes an excellent point, though.
Yeah.
But yes, does anybody want to try and play charades? So we can get good at this.
Just practicing.
Yeah, we probably should do that.
Book, 3 words. No.
Book is 3 words? Hold on.
No, the book is 3 words, mate. First word.
The book
3
is
letters.
3 words.
Yeah,
One
that
syllable.
is 3 words. You're right, Sam.
Cool. So you're gonna buy
Maybe we can get
the 2 comprehend language potions off him?
Yep.
Okay, 75 each. He's giving them to you for market price.
Excellent. We'll pay market bills.
And he acts like he's cutting you a really big deal when he gives you these for market value. Which in a way he is.
Yeah.
Like the demand is real high, the supply is real low. But at the same time he's like, obviously I'm not gonna be a dick because you guys are being helpful.
Yeah.
He's just like, I want to at least be able to have something for it. I don't want to just that's
start
a lot of money.
upcharging it to start to sound more like a sacrifice to me.
Yeah,
down with
let's sacrifice the doctor.
Doctor, yeah.
Hey, if he
Awful.
starts, causing if he starts, what is it called? Gouging prices in times of emergency. Yeah. Then whenever we get a new doctor, we tell him what happened to the old doctor.
Okay. Anyways, I paid for them 2 potions of comprehend language. Okay.
Okay. Stay camping. Terran Alien, that's pretty much what they're discussing, because the party ranger is Sam. And so he's going with them, obviously. But they were thinking about also bringing Radek, but he's the only other ranger survivalist, so the argument is, like, you kind of have to leave Radek behind to help.
In theory,
I
I could stay behind and help, but yeah, let's split the party that big.
Right.
Because that won't be time consuming at all.
I mean, we've done worse.
Yeah, and you obviously don't want to send Radek alone to this place when that giant specifically wants Eli to go. But I know what you're saying. Is like, yeah, you split the party, let the guy who speaks Sylvan go with the party and that kind of thing. But
All right. Look, I may not have time to teach us everything. Can you at least tell us where is the bathroom? That's all I really need to know in Sylvan, because I'm not like accidentally starting a turf war with these giants because I peed in the wrong place.
okay, so you're gonna try to get Radek to like give you some basics in Sylvan.
I mean, I just really, seriously, in character, want to know how to ask where can I go pee.
Okay. Yeah, you could absolutely get that. Like, that's just like...
And then yes and no.
Yeah.
Lamia wouldn't mind trying to, learn, though.
Okay. Cool. So you guys spend, we'll say, a little bit of that evening, and then we'll go from there. Because, like I said, this all happened at like dinner time, so it's already getting late. Okay. Let's first cover the night here. The night phase. We'll say, yeah, obviously, you guys spend a little time studying Sylvan with Radek, but covering the nighttime, I'll have we'll just roll it. And then I'll need the fortitude saves from Lamia and Sam.
+5 has been added.
Sorry, we're doing fortitude again?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is versus the cold. It's 20, 33. Yeah, y'all are good.
Oh, snap! Oh no, it's my watch, and I rolled low on my perception.
Yep, that is true. You definitely rolled low on your perception. Well fucking done.
I got that 20 on my perception.
Yep. And as a reward, you didn't see shit. Because nothing happened.
Cool, perfect.
I was talking about Eli. He didn't see anything because nothing happened.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're different. All right, let me just move stuff around a little bit, y'all. Fitting, so it's you out doing your watch. There's one more of them boys out there, because, you know, obvious. Can't be alone.
I do have dark vision.
Congratulations. Let me actually apply that to you. What distance?
A 30.
30 feet. Okay. All right. What did it roll? That was 43. Cool. All right, give me a second. Let me double check.
I got a horrible thought in my head, but I'm not going to say it out loud because then it might happen.
Why not?
Because I don't want it to happen.
Well, if you tell me, then I can avoid making it happen.
Liar. But
that's not a lie. How's that a lie?
You can avoid making it happen.
How is that a lie? That is not a lie.
It's just a logical fallacy because it's not going to happen.
You have a chart.
I didn't have I don't have a chart. I have a list. Those are two different things. Okay.
Well, okay, so the horrible thing that I thought of was like, oh, hey, an old lady comes out and turns you into stone. I'm like, oh, cool. That was the bad thing.
Not without a save.
Yeah, and it's far more likely that this old lady's going to try and eat you with her metal teeth because it sounds like Baba Yaga, because a dancing hut 100% sounds like Baba Yaga. I just don't know that in character, but Slavic folklore obsessed Dave definitely knows that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I saw the look on your face when I said that, too.
Also, my weird obsession with characters with metal teeth. I don't know why. Panda wants to eat metal, I want metal teeth. Whatever.
Anyway, what's happening to
me? You're not getting metal teeth.
Dang.
Yeah, I didn't think I was.
Okay. What you see in the distance is nothing, because you rolled a 14 on your perception check.
Yep.
But you do hear something. You hear a sound like, I don't know, something's making noise out there in the wind, right? And at first you're just like, okay, there's definitely an animal out there. There's some animal noises. And you kind of listen a little bit closer. What the fuck is that? And after a while, it's like, oh, fuck, that's bear noises. It's definitely bear noises. They sound fairly distant, but it's obviously pretty difficult to get a read on that with the wind blowing as hard as it is all around. So it could be fairly close, but you're definitely hearing like a bear just like off in the woods. And it's dark. Like, it's late. It's weird bear hours for, well, maybe.
Right, I don't know what time it really is anymore. I'll tell the warrior that's with me, like, hey, I think I hear a bear.
Oh, shit. It's not coming this way, is it?
I don't know if it's coming this way. It sounds kind of far away, but I honestly don't know. I just hear it.
He's one of level 2s. Okay. Warrior level 2. Give him a check real quick.
Yay, better than me.
He listens, he goes, oh, I hear that. What the fuck? And he gives you this look, and you see like his face go kind of pale, and he listens a bit, like he wanders out a little bit further. This is actually heading south. He wanders about there.
I follow him because keep with the buddy.
And he listens a bit closer and he goes, that's not the fucking bear. Listen to that. That's someone making bear sounds. That's a person.
Oh, that's weird.
Listen really close. You think he's right.
Wait, maybe it's... Oh, no. It might be one of those elder talking bear or something dumb like that.
But if he was... if he like became a bear, he wouldn't sound like a Demi doing a bear impression.
No, but it's when Sam talks to animals, he sounds like the animals.
I ain't got no
Yes.
What'd you say, Sam?
I ain't got no accent. No.
I guess.
But regardless, yeah, that means there's someone out there.
Sorry, I mean.
You start to hear. It sounds like something does respond to that sound as well. That's coming from the western end of the camp.
Oh,
Pull camera back over here.
Didn't the giant thing say something about beast people?
Oh yeah, he said something about trading with the beast men.
Do you think it might be talking to a beast man, saying, "Hey, you gotta get them to have sacrifices"?
I don't know. What should we do?
Well, we know it's not smart to wander into the darkness, just the two of us.
Well, of course not. I mean, do we just keep watching, or should we wake people?
Our response time seems to be pretty well if anything comes towards us, so let's keep watch. There's no reason to wake them up for panicking, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, shit! He jumps and looks off, and you said 30 feet of dark vision? It's a bit outside of your dark vision, so there's still darkness. Okay. But what you see out there appears to have just peeked out through that dark. Looks like a pale mask that seems like it's completely featureless, except for there's holes where the eyes go. You can see the shape of where a nose would go, and the shape of where a mouth would go, but there's no openings or holes or anything in it. It's just this pale mask seems to loom forward, and you can just barely make out someone's eyes behind the eye holes. Not enough to see eye color or anything like that. Just barely appear in the darkness out there, and they just seem to be watching you. You can hear the warrior next to you knock an arrow.
What did we learn earlier?
He doesn't draw, he just knocks.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
That's fine. Then Lamia wouldn't have said anything. She will say, "Hey, watch the back, since I've got an eye on this. Keep an eye everywhere else." Essentially, you know?
Yeah. He turns around, and you feel he's next to you, right? You can feel him physically jump. He goes, "Fuck! Yeah, there's another one. There's two. I see two."
12 o'clock?
10 and 12.
Oh, there's... Okay. Yeah, we may want to try and wake up somebody now.
As you're saying that, and I imagine maybe taking a couple of steps backward, you see the mask, which is at about the level of, you almost expect it to be a person out in the trees, maybe crouching down kind of low. It has just barely stepped out. You see, it looks like they stand up maybe at their full height, the mask raises a bit, but then it keeps raising until it's about 9-10 feet in the air. It's not big enough to be one of those giant creatures. The mask is a person-sized mask, but it rises up to nearly 10 feet tall, whatever this is. And you hear on the wind this very faint laughter. Go ahead and roll me a will save. This is versus fear.
Oh, cool! That means I have a bonus! What is my bonus? 3. Okay, so I get to add 3 to that. The 3 is added.
Okay. So you're able to steel yourself. Is obviously what you're seeing is fucking creepy, and you hear that laughter, and it seems like it almost tries to seep into your body. The like sensation of this raspy, cold voice almost gets into your bones, but you shrug it off. You've dealt with worse. Or this fucking long druid or whatever that is out there is, you can deal with that. So, so you see that happen. You hear that laughter, and you hear the warrior behind you just goes, "They're not moving. Anything happening?" Because he's obviously looking the other way.
Mine moved, but it just stood up. It's tall. Let's get Sam up because
you blink and it's gone.
Oh, mine moved. It disappeared.
Shit, yeah, they're gone. They didn't even look away. They're just... What the hell? Gah.
Alright, cool. Let's just keep an eye out then. I guess continue to do that. Nothing else better we can do.
It's the fucking old guy again, isn't it?
Probably. I can't guarantee that, though.
He's just trying to scare us.
Probably.
He says, clearly shaken. Okay.
He's trying to scare us. Not that I'm scared. That's right.
Right. That's the event. And you made your save, so no additional effects.
Woohoo!
So, yeah, eventually your watch comes to an end. Eli gets up. Do you tell him about it, or are you just like...
I absolutely tell him about it.
Okay.
Because I don't want him to end up not potentially seeing it. Yeah, so... Creepy laughter. Thing with a white pale mask. Stood up tall enough to be a bear size... tall bear. Just keep an eye out on that. Don't be surprised. And also creepy laughter. Woohoo. Like, genuinely creepy. Sorry, bro. I'm going to bed. It's cold.
So, yeah. You learn all that, Eli. So she tells you that. I'm assuming that the warrior you're going to be staying up with also gets told. And he just kind of gives you this look like, great.
Oh yeah, super fun.
Guess we're not going to tell ghost stories.
No, don't think so.
And at this point, it's been cold enough, and even though you guys have been getting sleep, it's not like you're just sleeping super well. Like, it kind of sucks, because even in the tents, even bundled up, it's cold. So it's been a little bit wearing on you, so I imagine there's not a ton of just chit-chat on that night. But at some point, the guy on watch with you, Eli, will just out of nowhere just go, "This is bullshit."
And I'll just go, "Language." Of course. And you're like, but you do make an excellent point.
He just leaves it at that. Cool. So the next morning, you're all probably a little disappointed. Sam, you're not. You and Radek understand what you mean when you say that storm's going to start winding down. Everyone else is probably a little disappointed that it still sucks in the morning.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Like, there are like fleeting hopes that people. It's almost like when you're sick and you go to sleep and you're like, "Oh man, I hope
I'll be better tomorrow."
Exactly. We're like, maybe my throat won't be as sore tomorrow. Maybe the headache will go away. And you wake up and you're like, "Fuck, it's just as bad." So everybody has that little fleeting hope of like, maybe it'll be a little less cold. Maybe the snow won't be so heavy. And they wake up and like you wake up to just these like winds just outside and like walk outside, like almost knocks you over. Some of the fucking campfires are out. Eli and the warrior he's on watch with are like relighting one, like, get the other one over there. Like, fuck. I thought you said it was gonna stop. So
I said, wind down.
yeah. So you guys are both fielding a lot of those complaints, even though they're like low. No one's like yelling at you, but like, it's like, guys, look, it's throughout the day, it's gonna get better. And it does. About half the day really blows, but then the wind noticeably does lessen. And you're starting to notice that you're not getting random drops of snow out of the canopy falling down on you anymore, having to worry about being crushed. You're not getting, just like snowdrifts blowing through the trees and stuff at you anymore. It's hard to tell if it's actually less cold just because you're just at that saturation point where it's like, once my extremities start going numb, I know it's still too bad out here, but it just feels so fucking cold regardless. So you can't really 100% tell immediately that it's not as cold. But over the course of the day, how long people can stay out and everything starts to make evidence of the fact that, yeah, it is warming up a bit. No, don't get me wrong. It's still extreme cold. But the lead and snow has stopped. The blizzard itself has stopped. It's just cold as fuck right now. So those are still not great conditions to travel. Let's be clear. Extreme cold, it is still too cold to be away from sources of warmth. You'll be taking non-lethal damage every 10 minutes. However, it's getting better. So we can move to Sam with a +4 total, because Forrest and from Radix help. Go ahead and do a survival check, and we'll see what you can glean for reading the weather.
I did have another dream about food, but this time it was a giant donut. Think of it like a dinosaur, but with a donut body, and I was climbing it to try and slay it so I could eat it. I was successful. So Sam, you wake up, you feel pretty awesome. Your mouth's a little bit dry. You don't know where your pillow went, but it's a nice night. So. I'm extra full. That was a good magic spell.
So a 35 again. That's with all bonuses?
+4?
Yeah.
Because you said with Forrest and his help, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so that's yes.
It's okay, cool. Okay, so 35 gives you another 4 days forecast. Okay, so it's probably best to lay low today, right? Luckily, what you determine is it's not like this is the lull in the storm. Like you're not in the low crest of the waves of blizzards, or sometimes there's that point where it kind of dies down for a second and you get hit with the next front. You're able to determine that that's not the case here. It actually has passed. So after today, tomorrow it's still going to be. It's not going to be too cold to travel. It's going to be about as cold as it was when you first got into the shit out here. So you'll be getting back to severe rather than extreme. Meaning, if you make your saves, you don't take any non-lethal, right? So blizzard stuff's over. Lay low today. You'll be out of all of the worst of the extremes. So day 1, extreme cold. I was trying to think of how to format this. So yeah, day 1, your main risk is extreme cold. That's your weather. Day 2, severe cold. That's your weather. Day 3, in this area, the snow's going to pick up again, but it doesn't seem like it's too bad. It looks like there's going to be a bit more precipitation, but probably not bad enough that people have to worry about it too much because of the area you've gotten. The 4th day... fuck. It looks like a thunderstorm is brewing. You're not sure that's going to interact with the rest of the weather in this environment. This is coming from the west. So if you guys are moving out or somewhere else or whatever, like, that's something you're a little bit more accustomed to dealing with anyway. It's just going to be hella cold also. With your survival knowledge, you see that meaning that, A, it is going to be a bit warmer, but it's likely going to be like sleet or freezing rain or something coming down. So not great weather either. That's day 4. Regular storm, not like a monsoon, not going to take several days.
Oh.
Just, it's going to be, fuck, this day's going to suck, but...
Well, I know it's already going, well, I mean, if you feel like searching out for another place, go for it, but I think we should use this time to shore up the camp as great as we could. Maybe build some defenses. And, you know, maybe,
Oh, right. I shared with Sam what me and the other guard had seen during that night.
you're not supposed to fall asleep when you're on watch.
We weren't asleep.
Nah, it sounds like a nightmare to me. Does that sound like anything I know about? I guess. Or...
No. Just
No.
creepy shit.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool. I guess to give benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, Radic will say, no, I think that's a good idea. I'm assuming you all are gonna go to that giant place. And I spoke with the others to make sure they had a concrete idea of their objectives here. It looks like the best bet might be to shore this up even more, maybe build some defenses and things, and find a better way to set up their shelters, or even just maybe reconfigure them a bit. I'm thinking maybe we'll I'll just explain. We'll probably stay here until you're done with whatever your mission is. I know you all came out here for some other reason, heading further north. We could act as maybe a waypoint on your way back. Place to restock, to warm up, to leave any supplies you don't want to carry with you. We'll work on making this area a bit more defensible, getting the lights and things going, especially now that we have a few days before it gets bad again.
Sorry, you were saying?
Go ahead.
Is that what the, for lack of a better word, party wants to do, though?
With this group? Well, we were never going to be able to stay here permanently with this number of people. We had to blaze a trail to a place that is habitable. This area is a little warmer than some. It's good tree cover. There's apparently water nearby. We've already established a spot in it. And from here, we even know our way back. The problem is we don't want to go back yet. Not with the threat that the Elder made. Not without you all. But also, this wouldn't be enough. We need to find a way to maybe hide more supplies and get some different markers and things in this area to make it easier to come back to and set up quickly. Something to tell others who want to come out here in this frontier and settle. They need to be convinced that it actually is not safe, but safer. That we've actually done something.
Well, I'm not going to argue against having a possible waypoint.
Yeah.
Sam, Eli?
No, I think they make a strong case for what to do. Obviously, waiting for us makes some sense. We the only downside of that is we have absolutely no idea how long we're going to be gone.
It is a downside. We have plenty of supplies, and unless I get myself hurt or killed, we can find more. We're going to be focusing the next day on shoring up some of our rations and things. Obviously, in the meantime, I'm teaching some of what I know, and these people are fairly well educated and foraging, actually. They did their homework. So, I think we will have to manage, because the alternative is that we try to make our own way out. And it sounded like those elder people didn't want us to. We'd have to fend against them on our own.
Yeah, that's probably not a sweet battle to go against.
It would be horrible. Not everyone here can fight. Not well, at least.
Right. I wouldn't want to test that for sure.
Anyway, I have a couple of potions myself I can spare for your journey, whether it's to the giants or on your main mission.
Oh, that would be lovely.
I can't give you everything I'm carrying, but in case that someone here needs them. But yeah, he will give you 1 elixir of hiding, which gives you a plus 10 competence bonus on stealth checks for 1 hour.
Well, you should hold on to that.
I have a pass without trace potion.
That's also nice.
You should hang on to it.
Yeah.
Lami, you should hold on to that.
Okay, so you said an elixir of...
Hiding.
Okay.
As the other two of us have actual ranks in stealth.
Yeah.
I have spells to augment my stealth as well.
And I can cast Pass Without a Trace, so I just need to prepare for that thing.
Would help if I actually spelled it correctly.
And then the other thing he's going to give you is a potion of Cure Moderate Wounds.
Sam, you carry that one.
I was gonna say,
'Cause
one
you
of y'all
actually
two-
have... Did you
No.
have the injection?
The bandolier.
I
Yeah.
have the injection mandate. We have two, I think, though, actually. But I have
think
one.
Sam
of them.
has one. Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I know I have one, so we at least have that one.
Cure Moderate.
We had one that had a broken clasp, but we got it fixed, and we were
Mhm.
bouncing around towns at one point.
Yep.
Um,
Cure Moderate, cast
Sure,
level
cast-
3. Oh yeah, cast level 3.
I have remembered to ask.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it, but yeah, you asked. I was just giving you a chance to start writing it.
Because I never write. I'll be like, oh yeah, Cure Moderate, and then don't write anything else.
Yep, they are different. Okay, but yeah, he'll give you those two things. And then before you leave, he kind of pauses and he just says like a quick prayer of good fortune over you. It's not a spell or anything. It's just like a. He's just basically trying to send you off with as much help as he can give.
I will trade him my oil sun metal as a thanks for the elixir of hiding.
No, you should keep that in case you need it.
You might need it too, though.
We have fire here.
Fair enough.
But thank you. Alright. So you guys head out, start trying to track your way in. Or not head out, but do we pass until the next day when you do head out?
Yeah, that's the wording.
Cool.
I will ask for Sam to, if he can, cast the dream spell on me tonight. Because I only have 1 day's worth of the wolf meat. I'm saving that for a special occasion.
If we're just skipping ahead, where I use it. Or Betty Bye. Saved it. I get it.
Wow, you actually recovered a spell for once. Holy shit.
Oh
So
shit, I
proud
get
of
to
you.
eat my dreams too.
Okay. Thank you.
This time I'm gonna be a bear eating salmon as they're jumping upstream. But it's just me wearing a bear coat with the bear claw gloves.
Oh, he was the guy making the bear noises in the woods.
Oh my gosh.
Cool. So what does Lamia eat in her dream?
She eats the scary beast man and thing that she thinks is a beast man. The thing with the mask that's tall as a bear.
Eats a long masked thing. What does it look like in her dream?
It looks like a bear with a fox mask on.
Just imagine just the doofiest bear.
Got this stupid pale mask on its snout.
Yes.
No, don't eat me, bro. Anyway, cool. So yeah, you wake up having enjoyed your meal, and yeah, the hunger pains are way less. In fact, they just really aren't there that next morning.
Awesome.
Okay. You guys head out the next morning, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Have yourself a pancake breakfast. And head out in the wee hours. Try to make as much travel time as you can.
Yes.
Let's go to Big Map. Big Map.
Big. I can't say it with an E. I tried to say it with an E.
Which is weird when you type it because it looks like you're just typing bag.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me zoom in a bit for the peoples. Okay. So, like I said, the track's northeast. You do find some of the trees seem to be marked, clearly marked up to kind of guide you in the right direction. They do head to that northeast section. So, as you're traveling, which I'm assuming you're taking the Sylph Winds.
Yeah, may as well, right?
All right. I have to ask.
Yeah.
What speed are you trying to travel on the Sylph Winds? Because I will warn you, if you move full speed on them, it is not going to be easy.
Yeah, no.
Because even though it's a smooth ride, even though for some reason it's not bumpy or whatever with them, that's a lot of speed.
I'm not trying to take that kind of wind chill today either.
Exactly. Yeah, moving at those speeds through, seamlessly through the woods is a lot. And the problem is they don't have any difficulty traversing it. That doesn't mean you don't have to duck occasionally, right?
Yeah. Normal horse speed should be fine though, right?
We can probably go a little faster.
Or
Whatever.
3 horsepower.
I think I put I put a Sylph Wind trap. Here it is.
However slow we need to go so that we can actively follow this path.
Anyway. Okay, that's fine. So you try to make sure you go. We'll say for now, normal horse speed because you're trying to follow a path. Cool, that's fine. So, as you're traveling, like I said, you're seeing marked trees, that kind of stuff. Everyone give me perception checks and then give me your first fortitude save.
Oh boy, perception.
Relying on you, Sam.
No. That's perception.
25, 17, 21.
Oh, fortitude. That's right.
I rolled mine. It was a 14.
+5.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Sam can potentially give you a bonus to that with a survival.
Yeah.
Okay. If not, I'm just gonna roll. But
Hey, you get survival?
Yes, please.
It's no bonus. It's at 19.
19. That's enough, I think, just to give one person a bonus. So I'm assuming you give it to Eli. Okay, cool.
Unless I re-roll for him.
Right.
it'd be really great if I could just roll like above a 5 on these fortitude checks, because I've just not done that.
I rolled a 5 on my fortitude check.
Yeah.
I just have dumb bonuses.
I mean, yeah, this is your shit, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it hostile weather? I guess
But,
that might change if we're in the woods, though, because it's less or out of the woods.
yeah, we go down a little bit out of the woods, but right now you're in the woods. So you guys pretty quickly make it to this area over here, and you will find that there is a stream there. So you have that confirmed. There is some fresh water out there, and it does move fast enough that there are spots where it's kind of icy, but you're still able to get to like free flowing water. Hasn't been super long, but I imagine you still stop to refill canteens, that kind of stuff. Poor Eli is the least rugged of the group, so
Sure.
there's probably a lot of nudging to be like, hey, you have to still drink water. It's cold. I don't want to drink water. You have to stay hydrated. The water's so cold.
Take your canteen
Eli,
and shove
me?
it. Put your canteen on the inside of your shirt. That way it stays warm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll eventually get body temperature. But there's a stream right here too. But yeah, get a chance to refill your canteens. Let the Sylphwinch drink. Get a second to kind of survey the area, see where you're headed. Do you take that time to try to warm up at all, or just keep moving? Because severe cold is still every 10 minutes. That would reset your DC, essentially.
But we would have to start a fire or something like that to warm
Yeah.
up, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I say we just.
Oh no.
push
Okay.
on.
Oh, no, what?
Everybody froze for a second
Oh.
on my end. So I was like, oh no.
I say we just push on.
Push on?
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, so in that case, Sam, go ahead and give me survival, and we'll just, whatever you get, we'll apply it to the next set of checks. Because we'll do a few.
Can't see what it is. It is the same.
The same way,
Are you
yeah.
keeping that 19 or leaving it?
Rolling luck.
Rolling luck, okay. So you could apply that plus 2 bonus to 2 people.
Gee, I wonder who I'm going to put it on. Not me.
Not you. Figured. Okay.
We appreciate that.
I forgot. Was one of you wearing Comfort's cloak?
Ouch. Shoot.
Not me.
Or did you guys leave that at the camp as the emergency cloak?
I think we left it at the camp.
I thought Sam might be wearing it.
I thought
you wearing
Sam
it?
was wearing
Oh, okay, Sam. Okay.
I don't even think you have to make checks.
I have something in my
Oh
cloak
my gosh.
spot, so I definitely. am
Favorite
not.
cloak of Rangers. Toilet paper, pies, and pilgrims.
Comfort's cloak.
Energy
Endure
drain.
elements affects the wearer and the grants of plus 4 confidence bonus to saves against disease, energy drain, effects that cause fatigue or exhaustion, and poisons. Furthermore, While Ware is resting, he regains twice his hit dice and hit points for 8 hours of rest instead of the typical 1 hit point per hit die. Yeah.
I forgot all
and then
about
there's
that.
more. Yeah, there's more. So you have Endure Elements. So
You
to put this in perspective, everyone, Eli, actually, you ID'd this item, so you actually know this also, but everyone else who doesn't necessarily know the magic of this item is like, God damn, dude, this Good Bean kid is tough as nails. He acts like he doesn't even feel this bullshit cold, man. I ain't seen that motherfucker shiver once. For Sam, even with the lead and snow bullshit, all of my descriptions of how much it sucked, how cold it was, how even sleeping was cold, bro, you have been in peak, like, central heat and air temperature controlled room this whole time. When, like, you were, like, reaching into the snow and whatnot, and you could tell it's cold and stuff, but it was also just kind of like, snow go crunch. Like, there's 0 issues this whole time. So I imagine there's been the occasional dirty look from Eli, who knows your secret. Like at ends of days and stuff, or at end of like certain days or whatever, when like, you know, he's like coming back to camp and like his like boots are soaked through from melted snow, and he's gotta like stick his feet at the fire with like his boots over there. He's like casting prestidigitation on them, and Sam feels nothing. Like,
Well, no, Sam does feel something. Smug. He feels
okay,
smug.
Sam feels smug. So there's just the occasional like eye narrow from Eli and like sly grin from Sam. And
I'm imagining the scene from Dumb and Dumber where he's like, "Oh, do you need some gloves here?" And he takes off the extra pair of gloves he has on his hands. Just like, you have 2 pairs
Anyway.
of gloves this entire time.
So
Right.
he
So,
hasn't had to roll a fortitude.
you don't have to roll a
Basically.
fortitude save against the cold at all. And versus a forced march is endurance. What kind of bonus is endurance?
I think it's +4.
No, what type?
Oh, just let me click.
I'm looking at it. Oh, it's
Ew, man.
untyped. Holy shit, it's untyped. Okay, so for a forced march, your fortitude has a +8
Good gravy.
because the comfort's cloak works on that too, because it's an effect versus fatigue and exhaustion.
Nice.
So not only does he not feel the cold, he could basically fucking walk forever. Just this fucking Iron Man good beat over here. Anyway, sorry.
Samuel, I live bitch the iron good bean.
So the other 2 of you, unfortunately,
Yeah.
are gonna need to give me more fortitude saves.
Yeah.
But we're getting +2 on them, right?
You're both gonna
+5
get
from
plus-
the clothes.
Exactly, you're getting a total of +7.
Okay.
Cool, you're good. You're good there. You're good there. So that's versus DC 16, DC 17. Go again.
Here goes again.
Not bad so far. It succeeds. DC 18. Go again. I just want to get through the tedious rolls before we end session. That's
Yeah.
what we're doing now.
I
What was the
failed
DC
that
again?
one. 18.
18.
We both failed it.
That's 2 fails.
I'm gonna see if we have a luck die.
We don't.
I have 2 fantastic
Okay,
fortunes I
yeah.
can spend.
Are you spending
Or I
them?
have 3. Yeah.
Are you spending 2?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
I got number 1.
Thank you, Sam.
Is this with my crazy bonuses?
Mm-hmm. The way it works is that you roll them for it. You can only fail on a 1 because it's a save.
Okay.
And then if you roll a 1, then obviously you'll do fucking the other thing. So
So it's 14. Yeah, so you just want me to? I'll just roll them.
just roll. Yeah, we know if it's not a 1, you succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you're good. Yeah, right now we know it. You can only fail on a 1. Cool. All right, so you both succeed that one. We're up to DC 19.
Oh
Go
boy.
again.
Only one you'll fail.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Lami is
So-
good.
Oh, cool.
All right, still trucking. Okay, and here's our last one. It's DC 20.
No. Oh, jeez.
All right. Here goes.
Or sorry, this is the second to last one.
Oh well, I failed.
No, 16.
16.
I got one more.
Okay, this one is we're at DC 20. So
We have one more check we have to go through.
I think you could still only fail on a 1. So go ahead and roll it, Sam. There it is.
There's that one, and
Do you use
Sam
your-
is.
Do you
No,
use
we're tied now.
your 1 ability thing to
We've
reroll
both
that?
done it twice.
Oh, can I use that on? Can I use that on that?
Yeah, is Fortunate Fate die?
No, not
Yeah.
Fortunate Fate. You have a.
Okay.
He has a thing. He has the thing
The
where
Lucky
he rolls
Stars.
a.
That's
yeah,
right,
Lucky Stars. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it
Okay.
for today. Why not?
Ah, damn. Okay.
You hoping
It's still
for
real
two
low,
ones?
but
I'm waiting. One of these times is going to be double 1s, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't this time. All right, cool. And then, like I said, I misspoke because it's 1 hour of travel. So we have one more roll.
Okay.
DC 21 Fortitude save. All the other bonuses still apply.
Oh, I pressed the wrong one. There we go.
Hey,
I made it.
22, just barely.
Hey, you've made it through. Okay. So after an hour of travel, okay, my roll 20 is being stupid, so you guys aren't going to get to see. Well, actually, I think I can move them. Cool. You can see that they move on. Excuse me.
dream? Question mark.
Right. Yeah, I'll actually change that to be no question marks since you confirmed it now. You guys get a little bit further, and you will actually find what appears to be like kind of at the edge of the woods. Like you're kind of going out into an area that's pretty open. There's not nearly as many trees. It's mostly just these big snow fields. So a little bit less comfortable for you, Sam, as you're coming out of the trees. But you see there's this hill that's got a bunch of rocks and things stacked up. And there appears to be as you're getting closer to it, you immediately realize what you're looking at in the middle of this big circle of rocks that's been stacked. Is that someone has uprooted a tree and then replanted it, but not like dug a hole and planted a tree and was like, cool, it'll grow here now. Like they pulled it out of the ground, sharpened the end of it like a stake, and then plunged it back into the ground and then marked it a bunch of times. It's not a big tree. Pretty small, but just enough to mark a space. It also looks like the way they've messed and carved with these branches and kind of tied a few of the young ones together. It's it's forming some kind of symbol you don't recognize, but it's clearly been manipulated to look a certain way. And they're in the middle, when you get up to this hill, in the middle of these rocks and stuff that are there, there's kind of this somewhat cleared space. And some stones and some firewood in the middle of it, like you're supposed to make a campfire here. This is probably how you send up a signal to let them know to come out and get you.
Alright, cool. Let's warm ourselves up and I guess wait, right, Sam?
I guess. Are we ready?
I mean,
You know it's going to take them time to travel to come get you anyway.
yeah,
right?
and we gotta get warm anyway, so
Yeah.
might as well.
Sure, we don't want to wait another 10 minutes for some reason.
No, we done it.
All right, DC 22. No. But cool. So, I guess Sam, go ahead and roll me the survival real quick. This is not in a forest anymore. This is just to get this fire going. Wait, you have flint and steel, right?
If not, we have tinder twigs. Because I've got tinder twigs in my pack.
I'm almost certain you have flint and steel. You get a fire going.
Yeah,
this is
because I
already
have
prepared.
The stuff to start the fire.
Yeah.
I also have flint and steel in my pack.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. So you get this fire started or whatever, smoke starts going up. You don't necessarily have to send smoke signals. It's just there's a hill with smoke coming off of it, they'll know, oh, they're fucking over there now. So cool. And we'll end with, I'm assuming you all probably setting up camp to sit here and wait for them to come out and try to get yourselves warm and everything. And we will handle the rest of that in our next session.
Woo!
Which I don't think is next week.
No, it's not next week.
Yeah.
Next week's the off week.
Next week is off week. So we'll either do some... We'll either do some game shenanigans, or maybe we'll do another... because why not? We'll see. But yeah, that's it, y'all. That's the whole stream.
Woo, we did it.
Thank you for joining
Exit
us.
screen.
Exit screen.
All right.
Exit
Time for the
screen.
shameless plugs. If you like this and you want to talk more about it, or you want to see what each of our PCs would have as a 6 Pokemon team that's legal in current VGC Reg G, go to our Discord. There's a link pinned in the chat. If not, you can check the link on the YouTube if you're watching the replays. It's everywhere. Good old Discord's the best place to get a hold of any of us. We also have a Patreon if you want to support us there. It's patreon.com/unnatural_1s, which is the same thing we are everywhere. We have many tiers with many things to check out. That's where Making TTRPG moved to, if you want to check that out. That's where Keegan and I work on making our own tabletop role-playing game. It's pretty fun. And let's see, what else we got? We got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Interact with us on there. Come say hi to me. Whatever. Plugs for your thing you're doing Friday?
Yeah, you could come join the Lost Initiative group on this coming up Friday. We'll be what the fuck were we doing? I think we're pretty much about to start some crazy shit going on. So if y'all want to see us attempt to murder a Batarian lieutenant, emphasis on attempt, show up on Friday at about 7 p.m. Central Time on twitch.tv/Lost Initiative, where Scott will try to kill us because that's what he likes to do. Yeah.
Yeah, you
All
don't know
right.
that feeling at all.
I do not try to kill you, okay? I try to challenge you and make you think you will die.